Hey, just in case nobody told you today, you're fat and you're ugly and you're also stupid.
Okay, I'm about to start my first stream. How's it going, everybody? Oh, okay, I'm getting swatted. They're coming in my home from top left window. Nice. Oh, they shot my dog. Okay, my childhood dog is dead. Okay, now I'm in prison. I'm rolling with the crew now. Nice. They asked me to hide a blunt object in my asshole. Okay. Alright, I'm moving up in rank. Nice. Just did my first hit. Okay, I'm in a prison riot. Nice. Okay, I've acquired a high level of respect from the OGs. Okay, they released me after years of solitary confinement. Oh, I'm getting a phone call from the inside. Okay, the shot caller just threatened to kill my family. Nice. I'm purposely going back into prison. I'm back in prison. I took out the boss. Nice. Okay, I am now the boss. This is my life now. GG's.
Melanotan 2. Pros is that it can make you a minority within 2 weeks. Cons. It can make you a minority in 2 weeks. A lot of people thought that I was black for the longest time. It was so bad at one point. I live in Chicago and the whole Black Lives Matters thing was going on. I remember being on the train and somebody turned to me and asked me, being a minority, how do you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement going on here in Chicago? And I looked at them and I started laughing and I was like, I'm white. I'm just really tan. I'm sorry. I would give Melanotan 2 a 10 out of 10. It's an amazing, amazing tanning product for sure.
Women.
The female orgasm doesn't matter.
If you can't convince your wife to get breast implants, then you can't close. You can't close if you can't convince your wife to get breast implants, because all women want them. It all sets their ass. You got to be able to convince your wife to get breast implants. And if you can't, then you can't close.
Look who I'm fucking again.
I had on ice with them. I watched the ice with them. Now that she sink a
Hey, she had an attitude in the summer, but she being nice again.
Grand Regent! Grand Regent, this planet is fucking sick, Grand Regent! Grand Regent, come in, please stay. Please! They have motorcycles here, Grand Regent. Motorcycles. Have you ever tried a cigarette, Grand Regent? Oh my god, Grand Regent, they're so good. I'm up to 3 packs a day. Grand Regent, they have goth daddies and Latinas here, Grand Regent. Please, can we stay? Please, Grand Regent. Grand Regent.
Pure. I think your fans are gonna love this.
No, they are. They are, because they don't get to see me like this all the time.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled ain't fat no more.
You know what I'm saying? I told you in the studio, this the no filter count. They think this shit is normal. It's not. It takes a lot of hard work. So I decided, you know what I mean? Okay.
No, he ain't hitting the grocery store.
They don't believe in us, huh? God did.
I don't drink and I don't party, so it's okay if you have So it's okay if you have a little side thing as long
Hello ChatGPT, how to be rich?
Very rich.
Very rich. Overnight. Give me 10 ideas.
50 ideas.
50 ideas. Zero investment.
No risk.
No risk. No risk.
No hard work.
No hard work. Saturday, Sunday off.
World tour included.
World tour included. Shark Tank friendly ideas.
Best ideas.
Best ideas. No hurry.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Deep research.
Deep research. Deep research. Go.
Welcome to the male delusion triangle. You have money, you are strong, or you are emotionally stable. You can only pick two. If you have money and you're strong, you drift on an hourly basis between suicidal and homicidal. If you are strong and you're emotionally stable, you are a brokey. If you are emotionally stable and you have money, you are a weak bitch. You can only pick two. Where am I, you ask? I am not here. I am in the circle that has nothing. I am a weak bitch. I am a brokey, and I am not emotionally stable. I live right here.
I knew a motherfucker who was so ass at trading that this nigga became good at trading from literally doing the opposite of what the fuck he was gonna do, gang. That's how shitty that nigga was at trading. That every decision that nigga made, the stock literally did the opposite every single time. And so what this nigga started to do was literally, instead of him going with his first thought, he would do the opposite of what his first thought was, and that nigga would hit every time, gang. That's how that nigga became profitable, bro. I swear to God, bro. Think about it, gang. So that nigga literally became profitable from sucking ass at trading. Bro, I swear to God, bro, I'm not trolling, gang. I'm dead ass, bro. That nigga just had the worst luck in the market, bro. So what he started to do was, if his first thought was calls, that nigga would play a put and hit on that bitch, bro. That nigga ran it up off that shit, bro. I swear to God, to this day. To this day, bro, that nigga is a beast at trading from sucking ass, bro. Hey!
I recently came to the realization that I don't actually need therapy. I just need a bad bitch. I just need a bad bitch. And the only way to get a bad bitch is with slightly bigger muscles and more money. That's what's been stopping me. The key to happiness this whole time has been vanity and materialism. I've been worrying about things like intimacy, finding like-minded individuals, and meaningful work, when really, I just needed to start taking steroids and doing summer sales. Because that's what other people look for and desire in a partner, is money and slightly bigger muscles.
Broski, the market is so red, I thought my MacBook was bleeding. This is the end, cuz. Yesterday I was a millionaire, today I'm a slumdog. This is not a dip, this is a black hole.
Imbeciles, they have no idea. This is not a black hole, this is the beginning of a big bang.
Why is Broski not panicking with us? Yeah, why is he so unfazed? Have you checked your wallet, cuz? The crypto is down 85%. Allow him, Broski, he's still in denial. Is it down by 85%? Or is it 85% off? Oh shit! No, gang, not the hustler mindset. Not the hustler mindset. Bro said it's not a crash, it's a discount. Circumstances, but you can change your mentality. Remember, brothers, the market sends his toughest battles to his most financially literate soldiers. When the Nasdaq falls, will you give up? Or remember that no amount of setbacks defeat a qualified mind. You see a dip and start to sell, but I remember that sudden emotions lack logic. Down isn't permanent. So I invest more into the S&P because I was born to struggle and persist. Nah, Mendem, how does he do this guy knows something. Broski, was you in the board meeting with Donald Trump? So tell me, brothers, when the crops go dry, will you sell your land or sow more seeds, knowing that the harvest will always return? He's really got that hustler mindset. Bro's got that JP Morgan mentality. That's that quarter zip discipline, cuz. Yeah, gang. rare few individuals that make it out, cuz this guy's one of them.
Take the blue pill, you buy XRP on MoonPay, you join the XRP army, XRP goes to $1,000, you have 1,000 XRP, you're a millionaire. Your life has changed, you're happy forever, you have a hot wife and kids. Or you take the red pill, you don't buy XRP, you watch it go to $1,000, you're broke, miserable for the rest of your life because you realize you missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime and you're single for the rest of your life. Good boy. Put the pill up your butt for all I care. Just take the pill. Yeah? Welcome to the XRP army, brother. XRP. 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 XRP.
I really think XRP could hit $10,000. XRP definitely could hit $10,000. BlackRock is about to buy $9 trillion worth of XRP. That's insane. Soulface, what do you think, bro?
Oh yeah, definitely 1,000% XRP is about to hit $10,000, especially because of them going after the SWIFT banking system.
Okay, Kay, what do you think, bro?
Without a doubt, XRP to 10 bands, and the reason is XRP has intrinsic value. Bitcoin doesn't.
Okay, Mark, what do you think?
XRP $10,000? No question.
Okay, cool. Luke, what do you think?
Absolutely. Wisdom Tree just recently filed an ETF. It's going to go berserk.
Okay, cool. Sage, what do you think, bro?
I think XRP could 100% hit $10,000 simply if they just take over the SWIFT banking system, which will put their market cap well over 1.2 quadrillion.
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
I hate when people say soul season this, we have a meme super cycle. I was talking to this one guy and he said, oh, Trump coin was gonna save the market. Brother, have you seen what's been going on? We have every celebrity launching meme coins. Sol is damn near close to $200 fucking dollars. For fuck's sakes, my mom texted me about fucking Trump coin. I can't believe all these people saying, oh, Sol's gonna bounce back here. This and that. Like, shut the fuck up. If I hear this one more fucking time, I'm gonna take a dildo and shove it up your ass, you fucking dickhead. We are going to zero, goddammit.
These Nazi blood-sucking anti-American parasites that want to make you and your family slaves know that we are standing up against them, and we are red-blooded, and we are not slaves, and we are not bowing down to them. I'm not bowing down. I'm at the tip of the spear. I get death threats every day. And you know what? I am honored to be who I am. I'm honored to just be an average person that stood up 15 years ago and said, I'm going to defend the Republic. I'm going to defend the family. I'm going to defend the Second Amendment. I'm going to fight against abortion. I'm going to see what happens when I really take action. And we have laid waste to the enemy. If you simply unloose yourselves and become the leaders you are, we will sweep this scum into the gutter. We will defeat the New World Order. We will crush the tyranny. Second hour, straight ahead. Stay with us.
I know what it's like, baby. Yeah, I know what it's like, baby.
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? You know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right!
Asset. Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There is no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best, okay? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
What is going on, you guys? It is I, Dollar Cost Crypto, here with Ask Me Anything 183, the SpaceX IPO. It has finally IPO'd, you guys. It has happened. Came out at 135. It's sitting at 165. They launched it on a Friday to have the weekend off. What's going on, man? We got a lot of people in the chat right now, all over Rumble Kick. What's up, Arsenio 369? What's going on? My brother used to work at XRP, apparently. We got the Real is ready. What's up, man? Tim's, what's going on, brother? Token, Elliptic, what's going on, brother? We got the OG Eddie ETH, man. What's up, man? Of course, and the other ETH, Karn with the Magic Cats. I also got fucked on those cats as well. But who hasn't gotten fucked by some pussy? Fuck, brought to you by fucking Italian water. My God. What's up, brother? We got many people. Damn, we got the homies here today, man. Green, man. I thought I'd catch you guys slipping on a Saturday, but apparently not, man. My Lord. We got Damien. What's up, G? Chepe, what's up? Damn, dude, we got some people in here, man. Woo-wee. I did get a cool profile pic, though. Yeah, he did. He definitely did. I think I had like 1% of the supply. But, I mean, they were kind of cheap at the time, but still, oofa. But let's get to the question, man. And Arsenio asked it right. You think SpaceX will go down after a bit after its IPO? Yeah, absolutely. I do still believe that I still kind of believe that the price is going to go above like $200. I kind of think like 220, 240 is probably where it's going to end up like going to before it has like a moderate crash. I believe it made more than a 30% increase in its price. So more shares are going to unlock in this next week. I think like 4.4% of the total supply of shares were unlocked on Friday. And a lot of retail wanted to get into, dude, they're foaming retail so crazily. Like a lot of people were like, they applied for the IPO in terms of like to get the IPO shares when they come out. And a lot of people on Robinhood. Well, yeah, it's mostly Robinhood, but it's basically all the major brokerages. They limited the amount of stocks you could get. So basically a lot of retail were like only offered like 1 to 10 shares maximum. 1 to 10, did the clock move? Yes, it is. 1 to 10 shares maximum. And then, so like they let the plebs in just a little bit, just at 135. Boom, they got it. Now they've made $40. So they made so the normies made a profit of $40 to $400. And like, Mom, I've made so much money. We have to buy more. It's a win, but it's a Roach Motel, motherfuckers. Dog. Fucking brother, we made it, bro. Not including fees. That's right, Karn and stuff. Well, at least on Robinhood, I don't think they charge some fees, but on other brokerages for sure. $50 motel. But it's a honey dick. It's a honey dicking, man. You ever heard of who in the chat has ever heard about a honey dick? Almost everybody in here, man or woman, has been honey dicked. Is when they serenade you, they hit you with a smooth game. You fall hook, line, and sink, and it doesn't have to be about sex. It's financial. It's everything. You could be honey dicked into getting someone food. You could be honey dicked into fucking dick. You could be honey dicked by a girl, bro. I've heard of a honey pot. Well, you're about to heard about the honey dick. It's a sweet fucking, but it's a fucking nonetheless. What does it say? Like, Chepe says crypto test your hairline and your capacity for caffeine drinks. Absolutely, man. My hairline's pretty good, bro. Shit. Are they turning on the options for? I think they should. I think they're going to basically. Oh my god, this water's so good. Of course, it wouldn't be a stream without a Celsius, of course. But hit the like button, hit the like on Rumble, Twitter, Kick, Instagram. I think I'm live everywhere right now. Volatility's your friend, yeah, if as long as it goes in your direction, unless you're trying to buy cheaper. And heart palpitations for a bit. I mean, I had to take a monstrous amount. Like, I think I'd start getting a little heart palpitations. Maybe if I took it in one sitting, maybe like 800 milligrams of caffeine in one sitting, maybe. But like, I have literally chugged one of these in like one shot before. Just because like I was super thirsty at the time. I think this only has 200 milligrams, so like it's not that much. But I have some pretty strong pre-workout I take where I'm like, I have now built my caffeine tolerance again to do like a full scoop of that shit. That should let you know. She'll really let you know. I'm on 500 so far. Yeah, I like spacing it out, man. But yeah, just to reiterate with the SpaceX Ipo. So for some of the new people, I just got a whole bunch of people just started watching right now on all the platforms. Shout out to all my people on Twitter, man. But I actually think some of those pre-workout, some of like the pre-workout, like the not like Bucked Up has the caffeine, right? But I'm with you on some of these ghosts or some of these other like weird like pre-workout drinks. Sometimes they feel underdosed. I don't know if it's me or I don't know, but like I don't know, man. I mean, maybe who the fuck knows, but suspicious on some of these drinks sometimes. But yeah. So they launched the SpaceX Ipo, comes out about like $135, pumps up to about 165, and that's the close. They launch it on a Friday, and there's speculative trading, but even in the speculative trading markets, they're not really allowing the price to move around too much and stuff, at least not from what I'm seeing. You can obviously bet on like Poly Market, Hyperliquid, you can bet on the price and stuff, but basically all the markets are closed until Monday. So, right? I believe they managed to make the percentage move they needed. I think the stock went up over 30%. So they have since they were able to hit that price target, and I believe an additional 4.5% of shares will unlock over, I believe, the next week. They needed to basically the IPO price needed to be above 30%, which I believe it did. So we just doubled the amount of shares in circulation this next week. Beautiful. But it was very oversubscribed, of course, with the small amount of float, and a lot of retail weren't really able to get their hands on supply. There's people that are buying crypto versions of the stock and stuff. There's actually like you can buy SpaceX, the crypto coin with Ethereum right now, like literally, like I can look it up. It's so crazy. I could look, and this is going to happen eventually. Where like I'll be able to like. Here we go. Let me share the stock. This is how bad this bull market's going or bear market's going, bro. We're talking about stock. SpaceX X stock. SPCXX. So $65, you guys. Incredible. Went to the 72, crashed, 65. We are now tracking this. This is obviously a fucking. Oh my god! I mean, you don't buy this, please, fuck, bro. But it's interesting to watch the price. It's so interesting when like, I think Sailor today said that a quarter of all the major like Mag 7 stocks and stuff are now holding crypto now. Like, I don't even know you can call them Mag 7 anymore. Really, I think it was like I think it was Mangos is the new name, which that name's kind of that's a little lame, but man, it is what it is. Yeah. When's Doge getting an IPO? Well, it's already out already, bro. I mean, actually, let's check. Doge may have pumped a little bit, but yeah, it's pumped a little bit, but the market's like a little green right now. But all right, so okay. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I'm gonna see if you guys can figure it out because I'm about to drop some sauce on you guys. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready for the sauce? All right, because I even wrote this shit down just because I don't want to forget. I need you all to type 1 in the chat, man. Or it might not just happen. Hey. All right. All right. So everyone send the sauce. All right. Better hit the like button, subscribe. Go follow me on Rumble. Go follow me on Kick, motherfuckers. Come on. But okay, here's the McDonald's secret sauce. What 3 companies are IPOing? SpaceX, right? It just IPO'd. What other 2 companies are IPOing next? OpenAI, Anthropic, creator of Claude, right? Okay. Everyone's concentrating this next week on what? SpaceX. And obviously when it crashes. Privacy coins were pumping right before this recent little downturn of BTC from the 70s down to the low 60s. Actually, we retested 59K again, right? Okay. That means we're okay. The whole pump cycle we were in just restarted. Means once again, the first coins that are going to pump are going to be AI coins. What was the first AI coin that really pumped up? Tau. People, the smart money right now is buying up Tau right now because as soon as the SpaceX shit is all over, in terms of like it being a big news all over crypto, OpenAI is going to go public. We're gonna have a little run again on all the fucking AI coins again. Tau was the first one. Tau was the first one that popped off in this bear. Like, let me tell you this right now, okay? What's happening right now with Tau, Zcash, Hyperliquid, it doesn't happen. This does not happen in bear markets. You get little pumps. I think Charlie disagreed with me on this one a little bit, but like I from my memory, like sure you get a random thing, but you don't get like a whole season, bro. You don't get like the whole sector going up, right? They're gonna pump up Tau again, and Tau sandwich this Tau run. Render, Fetch AI, I mean, all to various successful pumps, but they're still going to get a pump no matter what. Injective is thank you, Hex Wizard. Injective as well. Tau is going to lead the front because PayPal Mafia, All In Podcast Guys, ex crypto cabinet members like Tau. So Tau is like the Zcash. Let me tell you this right now. Okay, I've been around for since the 2017 cycle, the 21 cycle, the 25 cycle, and now we're in the 2029 cycle. Okay, technically not yet, but like let's suck a dick, whatever, right? we're going to go into an AI cycle next. Does not mean Zcash can't like pump a little bit too, but like all the spotlight's going to be on Tao Tao, Tao Tao. It's going to be on Tao. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's look at by categories, right? My gosh, AI. Tao's up. Renders up a little bit. You see, so like, okay, renders are safe. Renders about the safest bet you can do in AI. It's boring as fuck. It just does it. Venice, I bet you this goes on a fucking run like a motherfucker. Fet. So you can tell right now what's hot and what's not. Renders getting bought up slightly. Tao's getting bought up. Everything else quiet. Virtuals is up 14%. What else is up? ACAT, Akash. Also talked about it. Bro, Matt, damn, we good, bro. Whew. I'd start DCAing. If you're gonna, I mean, if you haven't done your DCAs and your AI coins, I'd start getting them now, dogs. It's gonna start. They're gonna go up as soon as that space. As soon as like, as soon as we get out of the SpaceX hype wave over the next 2 weeks, it's gonna flip over to AI coins again. In a bear market, dogs. I mean, this is so weird, bro. But like,
Niggas, yo, niggas in the chat, can I get a fuck yeah from my niggas in the chat? Let's go. Shout out to all the realest niggas in the game. From the OG nigga and the super chat nigga himself. Thank you for the huge.
Jemmy, do you think Virtuals and FET will get a run? Yeah, Virtuals more than FET. That's like FET's sort of like competing in the Special Olympics. Where should we invest right now? Get some Tau. I wish I hadn't pumped just yet, but it gave me the clue. Basically, I didn't think I thought like I've been DCing into Tau already, but like I was like, but you know, Venice, the VVV's on a terrible one. Obviously, like for what it does, it's kind of whatever. But Eric Voorhees is behind it. It's on base. It's giving out yield on aerodrome and stuff like that. So there's a lot of like synergy there. VVV might not be terrible. Virtuals is good. And let me see if Injective. Where's Injective? ING. INJ, I should say, really. Up 1%. Injective's another one I like as well. Hasn't pumped much. That's good. I like Inject. The cheaper Injective is, the more I like it. But AP Anthony, no, not right now. Not into any of the subnets and stuff. I haven't seen anything that I've been massively impressed with the subnets. And a lot of people have lost a lot of confidence in the subnet coins. Not yet, but like there hasn't been like a breakout one just yet. And even the most invested one, I think the guy just like said, fuck this, I'm out. I want to take the money. And he like tried to dump his own tokens and stuff like that. Hype's cool. I like Air personally. I like Air more than Hype, but Hype is going to do Hype was able to handle all the IPO mania and stuff, so it was able to handle it. But one thing I'm kind of afraid of is like, what if it just doesn't it could keep getting bigger and bigger, but if the token price doesn't increase. But they are aggressively doing a buy and burn on the supply, so that is like I do like tokenomics like that. That is what you're supposed to be doing. It's currently sitting at $60. It was at 74. It was down to 53, so it's made a nice little comeback. But like this is not this like that's not that percentage much of a drop, really. It isn't like the shit's like, oh my god, it was $72 and it went to 35, 50% off. It went to $50, right? So it's still moderate, still decent, but it was like what, a 35% drop, maybe 30% drop. I mean, nothing really to write home about. But what are subnets? They are projects that are built essentially on top of Tau, and they use staked Tau to basically, they're giving either staked Tau as yield as well as they're given like grants from the Tau Foundation and Tau Whales to basically build out like AI on top of like its AI platform. So essentially, it's like Tau is like the Apple App Store of like AI units and stuff, and then basically people build their own sort of AI bots and AI sort of miniature companies with a token attached to it, and that's kind of like, so it's sort of like, think of Tau sort of like a pump.fun, except you can launch like AI projects from it. Basically, that's what subnets are. AVAX had subnets where basically you can, I mean, AVAX subnets work really well, but just no one's just using it basically. But but like, hey, I'm telling you, if you do some research into subnets, you definitely can make some money. But here's the catch. Okay, riddle me this. All right, ready? With subnets, right? Please, for the love of God, do not invest more than 20% of your Tau as a protection mechanism. A lot of the time, you will just end up making more money just holding the main token. This is a truism in crypto, and it'll pretty much stay true forever. Only a small portion of those coins will actually will really catch a wave. A lot of the times, the coins, if just because Tau's went up so much, those coins will just go up almost equal to even slightly less to Tau itself. So you end up like investing money into a coin that's very risky, that just keeps up to Tau and doesn't really do anything. So why even be in it? You see? So you have to catch an outlier that can really catch wind and stuff like that. So like, that's why there probably will be like 5 actual very real subnet projects that will be built on Tau. But you got to catch them basically. It's basically a meme coin on the main layer. Yeah. Except they're much more real than meme coins, you know. But in a way, yeah, they're essentially meme coins. I mean, they're very risky. They're really risky projects, but there's a lot of people building on it, and there's some serious people behind it in terms of like Tau and the people investing into it. So there are, you know, some of the Y Combinator guys maybe in there a little bit, but not in the main project, but in Tau. Tau subnet coins and stuff like that have left from there. There's a lot of PayPal Mafia guys. It's mostly PayPal Mafia guys, and they're gonna try to run it, man. Yeah, trading subnets to gain more Tau, but needs attention and high risk. Exactly. You can be done, but it's got to be it's got to be a big portion of your life, or that's all you do is like, I study all the subnets. I do this. There's a lot of, well, or like, okay.
The more retarded you are, the more money you're going to make. This, for example, gold, silver, NASDAQ, S&P 500, crypto. It's all disgusting. It's all painted red. What would the retard do? The retard looks at this and goes, throw it all in. All the chips, throw the house at it. This is the perfect opportunity. The investors sitting there, they're like, no, maybe we should keep our hands off. The market kind of looks a little shaky. Fuck you, dude. Checkmate. End of 2026. Who made more money? The retard or the investor that played it safe? The retard wins every time. Every single fucking time.
Every single fucking time. Use AI to attract subnets. No, definitely that's a way to do it as well. But AI is, if you actually look at AI, right? AI is kind of like a mid curve. Like most of the AIs are, if you look at most AIs, right? There's some very useful information that you can look into and stuff like that. But they're mostly downloading the regular opinion. So outside of like actual like data, like actual hardcore data, that's like basic medical stuff, like basic explanations. Once you get into the nitty gritty, a lot of their answers are not that great. There is some great. It's kind of a hard thing to explain. It's sort of like asking like very high level business questions to ChatGPT. It's probably not going to give you very good responses or answers. It's just like if you know the knowledge, like as an example, you ask it peptide questions about dosings and stuff like that, it's unbelievably off. Maybe one day it'll come in, but if you're like, you ask it like anything that's like very niche, like very niche bodybuilding questions, very niche like peptide questions, steroid questions, crypto questions, it's off. Very basic general stuff, it's very accurate, right? But if you're like, it's like you're a tradesman and stuff, like you ask it some weird question about roofing or about like plumbing, or it's not going to know. So it's already searched all the publicly available like databases, and now they kind of are trying their best. Like, well, Gronk's like, with as an example, what like Elon Musk is doing, he's trying to pay content creators on X that are from all trades. Like they really want like a guy to make very like informative, like written out posts about his trade, and they'll pay them extra money and stuff because basically they're trying to scrape that information. So it's like basically asking like, tradesmen, I'll try to give you a little bit of internet fame, but give me all your secrets, and then I'm gonna put that in my AI, and then my AI Gronk will have this informational advantage that you can't find nowhere else on Gronk because you put it on Twitter. But I'll boost your posts and stuff so you can catch a little wave and then like fuck over other tradesmen, but you'll win. Okay.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
From a very young age, I knew everyone was wrong and I was right. I'm literally never wrong. And if I ever am wrong, it's just because I didn't have enough information or I was too early. I'll say something, no one will believe me, it won't happen. Then some time passes, and then all of a sudden, what do you know? I was right. That's the only way that I'm slightly wrong. And even then I'm wrong for a little bit. I was never really wrong. And I just love when I finally see the proof of what my gut was telling me, when it finally comes true and then everybody understands. I knew in my gut and I should have trusted it more, and it did become true. I didn't have any reason to believe it. I just knew something. My intuition was right. And it's honestly scary how often I'm right and how often my intuition is spot on. And honestly, there are times where I'll say that I'm wrong and you're right, because at that moment, that was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to say. So technically, bear with me here, I'm still right. And I wouldn't even mind admitting when I'm wrong, because honestly, it would give me a break from always being right, but it just doesn't happen. I just always knew this from a young age, that everybody's wrong and that I'm right. I just think there's some people that are typically wrong and there's some people that are always right. And I think I'm one of those people.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people. And like Carnes, that's one of the major reasons why Elon wanted to buy Twitter. It's a data hose, exactly. So like Reddit's actually, what's something that's mad right now? Reddit is really mad right now that a lot of this is one of the reasons why also not ChatGPT, but a lot of the chat bots, whatever you want to say, whichever you want to say, a lot of them are kind of retarded. And like, it makes sense if you actually look at it, right? A lot of people are Reddit mods and are just tryhards. I mean, you had Ghislaine Maxwell over there as one of the top Reddit mods. And Reddit was one of the first places that a lot of the bots scanned to learn things about people. To learn about people. Dude, these Reddit people aren't people. They're like, they're LARPing as people.
Now fucking come over here where it's safe. That's it, mate. Come on.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Clarence, mate, you alright?
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Fuck, get out of there.
Fucking hell. Poor cunt.
Oh, yeah, Clarence, mate, yeah, she'll be alright now.
Yeah, mate.
Jesus. Just hold on. Oh, no. Fucking early. Fucking that scene of War of the Worlds? Have you seen War of the Worlds? Yeah. The lightning's just fucking constantly coming down and fucking hitting. The fucking tripods come out and they fucking start killing
You're missing
everyone.
a once-in-a-lifetime sighting here. Major live in concert.
Eh?
You're missing the whole thing, cunt.
You seen the original War of the Worlds?
Yeah, Steve.
Clarence, I'm fucking sorry, mate. What we can do? Holy shit! Oh, God!
Just hang in there, mate.
It looks like he's still breathing. He's still breathing.
Yes, still breathing. One person is hyping up their opinion on. That's right. The internet is retarded. Yeah, and it's dead internet theory in a way as well. But yeah, we're using the internet. I mean, it's dead internet theory is for sure. I mean, like it's done on purpose by the companies because the companies are trying to inflate numbers. Everyone's inflating numbers, bro. Like chicks are using filters to make themselves look less ugly. Dudes are using special imaging software in order to make their dick look bigger from dick pics. Motherfuckers are using fucking filters and fucking like all kinds of shit to sell shit on Facebook Marketplace. Everyone's lying to everybody. People are lying about their Instagram numbers. People are buying followers. People, it's all fucking. There's so much bullshit, bro. Oh my god. Yeah. One person's hyping their own. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're all just using each other in a way. It's kind of how it was built and stuff. But if you guys want me to ask a guaranteed question, then you can ask me by super chatting. I think you can super chat actually on Rumble. Actually, believe it or not, that's actually pretty cool. Go follow me on Rumble. I got like 2. I just started it. I think someone earlier asked a question. Actually, let me see here. Okay, I think it was Oxen. This is way earlier in the stream and stuff like when I was doing the intro. But what exercise can I do instead of squats with no weights due to the old knee and hip injuries? The knee injury I got it, but like the hip one just stopped me for a minute because like essentially, if I'm going to be completely honest, man, you may not like the answer. I'm gonna give you the bro version. That's not that bro, but it's a bro version. And I'm gonna give you probably a rehab, more like grown-up version, okay? You're pretty much relegated to use girl booty workouts. You're gonna be doing donkey kicks, hip abductors, possibly standing hip. You have to see which one hurts less, but like either sit down calf raises or standing calf raises. The hip one is gonna fuck it. Like you have to try. You might have to try to see if it doesn't hurt, but you might be able to do hip thrusts, even though your hip is kind of. You have to see how because you'll be like it depends on the direction of where the pain is. You might be able to work in the opposite direction. Lying leg curls or sitting leg curls for your hamstrings. You still be able to do your. It does like doing this doesn't hurt your knee. Doing that does like putting if that's your knee, straightening the knee is what actually hurts the knee. So you can still go backwards unbelievably well. So like donkey kicks. I mean literally, I mean, it's crazy to say this, but like, I mean, basically booty girl workouts will probably serve you pretty well. If that's how you would do it. And the other side of it would be in order to train up still get some leg workouts. You're going to have to do pool work for rehab. I think the pool to try to train in the pool and being able I would just start swimming really to not to atrophy your legs that much and stuff. Like I think swimming will do wonders for you. I don't know. If I was a big brother, I would say like BPC 157, TB 500, peptides. I'd probably do it for a whole fucking month straight. You usually don't do that, but like I don't know. That's what I would do probably. And swimming will get you more in shape. Oh yeah, I got my new shirt in. Let's all blast trend. Oh my god, this shirt's so tight. I can't wait to wear this to the gym tomorrow or later today. This looks like my son drew it, bro. But yeah, like Oxen, since you're in the chat, man, I would really look into like you're like I don't know how old are you? So are you in trend? What? I'm in the trend. No, I'm not on trend, dog. It's just hilarious. Trend's actually very good for cuts because basically it's muscle sparing. You basically you can even microdose it technically and to avoid catabolism and stuff on muscles. So like if you're on like an extreme weight loss, you can take it and basically it's muscle sparing like crazy. TRT. Yeah, TRT will heal you up too, but you could also become very like especially if you had low T for a long time, you can start getting a lot of injuries because you just grow really strong on it. 50 plus. Yeah, you're gonna have to do pool work. Ask, I mean, in your TRT, actually a lot of TRT clinics, especially your 50 plus, they have the whole HRT side and they have peptides. You should ask depending on your provider if you're using them or not. But TRT, especially at 50 plus, obviously by a doctor, go to a doctor for them to prescribe you, do your blood tests and everything like that. But it make you feel better and you'd start healing better, as well as like I think those two peptides alone, like TB 500 and BPC 157, would really probably speed up the healing process. Didn't Cappy cut anyone on TRT because of TRT rage? I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea. I could believe it, but like it's not because of TRT rage, it's because they're blasting. But also, like, it's like money. It's just an amplifier. If you're already kind of pissy fucking piece of shit kind of guy and you go on fucking you start blasting, bro, like what do you think's gonna happen, dude?
Anytime you have a question about anything in your life, Trenbolone is the answer. You know, am I going to go on a cut? Trenbolone. Am I going to go on a blast? Trenbolone. Did I start a new job? Trenbolone. Am I getting married? Trenbolone. Am I getting divorced? Trenbolone. Is my wife going into labor? Trenbolone. Do I need to stay up all night and take care of my kid because my wife had a C-section? Trenbolone. My dog died. Trenbolone. What happened? I bought a new car. I'm nervous over the payment. Trenbolone. I'm thinking about buying a new car. I don't know which car to buy. I'm concerned that the salesman might try to hustle me. Trenbolone. Basically, any situation in life that you could possibly conceive of, Trenbolone is the answer. So what did I turn to in my deepest, darkest days? Trenbolone. That's what I did. I turned to Trenbolone. When I was not being able to get more than 7 hours of sleep, when I was showing up to work a half-dead zombie, when I was coming home at night feeling cracked out and miserable and tired and not wanting to interact with my children and not wanting to do anything with my wife and just wanting to go to bed immediately after dinner, what did I do to resurrect myself from the coffin, from the grave? How did I rise again? Trenbolone is the answer. Trenbolone will bring you back from anything.
So we have Space Bank here. I heard a case today of a 25-year-old man male that can't grow hair. I never thought that was possible. I know most struggle with patchy beards. Body hair, my bad, didn't specify. Which one is it? So what do you mean? So facial hair or just hair in general? Because like I absolutely with micro like if I remember correctly, like someone was saying like the generation that was poisoned the most with lead was Generation X. Radiation poisoning was boomers. Millennials is like microplastics. I'd say Zoomers as well, basically. But can grow body hair like pubic hair and like armpit hair. That's a little weird. At 25, damn, that's wild, bro. I don't know. I mean, this is why some people, when they take testosterone, I'm not recommending this, but like they take testosterone, they actually end up going through puberty or they finish puberty. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking around about that. That's real. Damn. I mean, I've like, even me, like I was pretty hairless forever, but in terms of like, I still, you still had pubic hair and like, armpit hair for sure. But like, that's crazy. Yeah. The beard one comes in pretty, like sporadic and shit on a lot of people. But who knows? I mean, like I really believe that like millennials had like if you actually look at some of the generations, like there's been this big conspiracy for a while with millennials that we were like the generation that pretty much ate a lot of like when McDonald's switched over to putting a massive amount of preservatives from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. That's one of the reasons why millennials are aging slower and better than a lot of other generations and stuff. If you actually look at a lot of Xers and a lot of Zoomers, they look pretty chopped and they look pretty much older, right? Obviously, the Xers are older, obviously, right? But the Zoomers, a lot of them looked much older. I mean, like you'd be surprised. There's some 18-year-olds that look straight up like they're in their 30s or their 25s, and like they look very much older. Where millennials look a lot younger, but I actually think that all these preservatives and all these chemicals that were put in a lot of the fast food and a lot of the food during the 80s, I'd say probably the middle 80s to like early 2000s, a lot of it was it probably delayed puberty to an extent, not completely, of course. Um, I mean, look at me, right? Like, I look pretty good for my age, but I'm also in crypto. So like I've also like aged too. That's a fucked up shit. Like if I wasn't in crypto, I would be a baby faced. I mean, I look so much younger. You guys don't understand. Like if you actually seen photos of me when I first was in crypto, I look so much younger that like it's insane. Like it's like staggering. It's only been like 6 years. So like I've seen some people like girl, oh my god, like the worst thing a girl could do is join crypto as a streamer or something like that because they get so chopped within one cycle. It's like fucking insane. Like you never see it's so insane when you see a girl in crypto, man. Like they age so fucking bad, bro. Like it's fucking insane, dudes. Oh man. But yes. Did I lose it? Oh yeah, look at that. I did. Well, that's sad. Oh well. Let's see. Saturated fats for consistent we might be the first one eating off of it. Yeah. I mean, it's like, all the food. I mean, it's just the foods. I mean, we were trying to be healthier. That's the whole thing is we didn't know. We just like trusted the food. I mean, we just ate it because that's what it was. Like, obviously, we knew like, yeah, you shouldn't eat fast food every day. I mean, you knew that, but like, it wasn't like like it was. It was like, yeah, don't eat that shit. All right, cool, right? But like, now it's like now everyone really knows because the internet and stuff like that. So people are trying to eat organic and shit and trying to eat like healthy, but who knows? I mean, like if you look at the 1950s, if you look at the teenagers back in the day, like they look way older. But like obviously it's because I mean their androgens were like fucking like crazy and shit in terms of like they're fully. I mean, I mean, literally, you had high schoolers looking like they're in their late 20s for sure, absolutely. T was probably they're probably all at 1,100 nanograms per deciliter on tests and shit. Yeah, I can't believe it's not butter. Is butter? Yeah, like absolutely. Yeah, most of the butter in my life was just vegetable oil slurry. Fuck, man. But Jack in the Box one taco, Miguel. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I think I think I said this on a different stream where like I remember so people are like Miguel, you really like is that really true? Yeah, it was like, is this really true about like inflation? That so the way I judged it, right? When I was let's call it 8 years old, 7 years old, right? This was in the late 90s, right? I remember my parents going to Costco and filling an entire cart full of food. I mean, completely filled for about $100, maybe $120, maybe $80. I'm talking like everything, meat, cheese, ham. I mean, everything, toilet paper, like, everything, right? For like $100. I literally remember because I would grab the receipts and stuff. Like my mom would hand it to me and shit because they draw a smiley face or some shit on it, right? I think they still do. It was normally slightly below $100. So I'll just round it to $100. Okay. This is in the probably 1998. Okay. In 2026, today, I went to Costco. Just food and stuff like that. And I think I bought like two like $14 mats. So like just some little household shit, right? $565. Milk, some cheese, ham, steaks, some carne asada meat, just meat, just meat to make meals and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. Some ground beef. $565. So in roughly like 25 plus years, it 5x'd. It 5x'd. Legitimately, I think one of the biggest devices that like companies snitch on themselves. You got to this. I got to give a big shout out to Walmart. Right, is I'm going to one thing I'm going to do probably in the next bit. I'm going to try to order an entire like I don't know 2 weeks or month or a monthly amount of groceries. Shit, I actually would buy at a Costco. Try to find it at Walmart just once on the app, and they save it for you. And then it'd be really interesting to see if I try to reorder the same. Like they have a button on the app where you can reorder the same things. It'd be really interesting to see what would happen. Just keep going back to that, right? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, to see like, yeah. So I spent $365 at Walmart, and then in 2031. Holy shit, it's $540 now. And then 2036. Holy shit, it's $740 now. Who shops at Walmart? People do. But there's some people who actually had the Walmart app way back in the day when it was still kind of new and did actually use it. I now people are really getting to the app. I mean, like truly, like fucking everybody has an app, dude. Starbucks. I mean, fucking like Taco Bell has it. What the fuck does Taco Bell need an app, right? But everyone has the app. So like, there's a Taco Bell app and there's a fucking Quiznos app and who knows? There's probably an Arby's app and shit. Everybody has a fucking app. I bet you Popeyes at some point is going to have. Everybody has an app, right? Your gas station pump has an app. I'm not even joking around about that, right? Costco, Target. I mean, I think Target was pretty early on it, but like Costco too, and Walmart, right? They have the order again button. Amazon, right? Well, the Amazon's more clear, of course, right? But it's interesting because there was a post that went pretty viral. A guy who's like pre-pandemic what he ordered, and then after the pandemic in 22, how much higher the prices were on everything. Texaco, Chevron, exactly. Yep. This is why we got to put your money. And I came to this thought experiment from like, if I were to put $10,000 into SpaceX after this crash, right now it said 165, right? $165 for SpaceX, right? They're like, oh my God, Hyperliquid was so cheap. I can't believe I wish I could have bought it at this price. Or like, Hyperliquid, that shit died so much long ago. What dumbass bought Hyperliquid back in the day? That shit hella went to zero. Time will tell, right? That's fuck, bro. Right? So right now it's at 165, right? Totally possible this shit crashes to $70 or $80, right? You were supposed to say chimps shop at Walmart. Sometimes you have to get a Walmart, bro. I mean, if you're gonna like as a professional fat ass, I've been throughout my life. Walmart's got the snacks, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It is. If you're trying to fill up your house with junk food, you shouldn't. But if you do, Walmart got it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the fuck shit. It's the truth. It's absolutely the truth, bro. If you're gonna if you want to fill up your fucking man, I might have to play something for you guys. I might have to play a video for you guys, man. You guys don't know your history right now, man. I might have to play something for you guys, bro. Let me see if I can find it. I might have to find it on my phone right now. But look at the price of SpaceX, right? It's probably gonna go below $100, that's for sure, right? So like it can go $70. Shit, if this shit goes real bad, it go to $35, bros. I'll throw 10 grand in there, right? And then I said, okay. I put up a picture of the average returns of projects and stuff. Let me just find this fucking video. This is killing me now. I can't find it. Okay. This is an OG, bro. I'm about to put you guys on. This is one of the oldest videos ever, bro. I'm totally gonna get demonetized. Well, I don't know. The guy's probably pretty cool, man. I think he's cool. I bet you I could show the video without getting in trouble. But oh my god, bro. This is like the most OG of you guys want to know something? This is one of the most OG videos of all time, bro. Keeping your refrigerator stocked will get you many women, right? This video is 17 years old, has 16 million videos. All right. I gotta play for this shit for you, bro.
What's up? Y'all know it's your boy Shot City, man. Yeah. Now a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know I put you onto the whip game, put you onto a lot of things about the car game. You got any questions, holla at me. Right now, you know what I'm saying? You in a nigga's kitchen. Hold on. Just for the moment of silence for the brand new Italian tire. Yeah, they just put this down last night. Isn't this shit cool as hell, man? Pure Italian. All right, fuck that shit. Anyway, okay, all right. So I was at my nigga's crib, okay? And I was trying to tell the nigga, if he could just do small things to his shit, like his kitchen and his bathroom, he'll have women everywhere, dropping vagina panties all over.
Mind you, this is an old video. This used to be considered a game, but it's still funny.
The place, you know what I'm saying? He thought I was bullshitting, so I said, "Look, I'm gonna do a video of just something small like my refrigerator. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna show you that I'm real with the shit." All right, hold on, one more thing. Y'all see this shit? It's a chrome garbage can. I ain't never seen no chrome garbage can. The shit's from Egypt, and it flips over like this. Ain't that some cool
This is how old this video is, bro.
shit? All right, fuck that shit. Okay, all right. So, if you have an assortment of drinks in your fridge, it's gonna open up the world. Women are gonna come over here, they're gonna be comfortable. I know it sounds silly, but I want y'all to feel me on this right now. Oh yeah, nigga made a pizza. Well, I was hungry. Okay, fuck that shit. Okay, bang. Now, I know a lot of y'all like, come on, man. Why you got nothing but drinks in your shit? Why you ain't got no food? I'm going to tell you why. See, when different women come over, different women like different things, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for the mature, this real talk, for the mature chick, you know, over 30, who still drinks juice, you hit her with the Mystic. They always get Mystics. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Then the Snapples, that's for like the suburban chicks. You know, they come over here, they be like, "Oh my God, Chai City, like, do you really need a drink?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, Becky, I got fucking Snapples off." Oh my God, you have so many flavors. This is crazy. I don't even know which one to take. And I'll be like, "Man, just whatever you want to take, yo." You know what I'm saying? Now, the vitamin water, that's for like the chicks, you know what I'm saying, who stay in shape. You know, they might come over to your crib after they leave the gym, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The Smirnoff Ices, you dig? That's for like the chicks who, you know, it's their first time coming over here. They want to get their drink on, but they don't know you well enough to get drunk around you. So they just get their buzz on with the Smirnoff Ice. Okay, now if you're a real nigga, I ain't gotta say. The Cherry Coke, that's for the hood chicks, because I got Flaming Hots, and then I hit them with the Cherry Coke. They in. The Red Bull, that's really for me. I ain't gonna front. I'll be kind of tired in the morning. Then I hit them with the Hawaiian Punch, the Sierra Mist, the Pepsi. As you see, this shit goes all the way to the back. There's ain't no front shit. Exactly. I stay stocked with the shit. Arizona iced tea, really for the classy bougie hood chick. You know, she too good for the Cherry Coke, so she drinks that. Right. Okay. Then the Lipton, the green tea, man, that's for the holistic, you know, vegetarian.
Fuck, I hated that drink, bro. That shit always, like, you drink that shit, it's refreshing, and then your mouth is dry afterwards. This is probably one of the worst drinks ever created. Fuck Lipton fucking tea, bro.
I don't eat meat, and I'm real earthy type, you know, fucking Erykah Badu chicks, you know what I'm saying? And of course, niggas, for the hood chicks, bam, I got a drawer.
Kool-Aid, baby.
What flavor you want?
Kool-Aid, baby.
I mean, damn, you know, I might go with the I'm gonna get the blue one, because that's it. Okay, then we got water again for the in-shape chicks. You know what I'm saying? We got the Perrier water.
Yeah,
Perrier, you know, Sedity chicks, more vitamin water shit. Now, hold on, one more thing. If you a real nigga though, real niggas, You only got two. Damn, we were throwing shit. You only got two things in your shit. Sweet baby ranch.
Raise,
Nigga. Yeah, that shit, man, on point. And then motherfucking ranch. I mean, if shit, niggas, we don't eat blue cheese. Black people don't eat blue cheese. We eat ranch. And hey, look, my dad was over here the other day. He thought I was playing. I can't believe it's not butter, man. This shit, you could drink this shit, man, and it ain't butter. It's like butter flavored.
Weren't we wasn't Karin just talking about this, bro? Weren't we just talking about drinking this horse shit, bro?
But it ain't butter. Shit is real fucking good, man. Real talk.
Horrible.
Now, a lot of y'all saying, well, what about, you know, for the hold on. Get money to pay. Okay,
that's right.
Now, sometimes the women, they bring their kids over here. You know what I'm saying? Be fucking me up because I'm trying to hit that ass. Right. So you know what I did, nigga? Bam! Hit them little niggas with a freeze pop. That's right, nigga. So she bring a kid over here, and I said, well, you want a freeze pop, little nigga? Because he just gonna cock block you anyway. Hit him with a motherfucking freeze pop. All types of flavors. We got like fucking 400 in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And if you
listen to my boy, he's putting you on game, dog. The drinks may be a little outdated, bro. He's telling you, man, he's trying to run the defensive coordinator of blocking the kids, bro.
Hit him with a motherfucking freeze pop. All type of flavors. We got like fucking 400 in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And if you like me, every once in a while you might kick it with a big girl with a pretty face, but just a fat girl. Hit it with the pizzas, the motherfucking ice cream sandwiches. I got pretzels, Eggos. You know, hell, well, look, I got even more shit for them. Hold on. Then you open up this. Bam. Snacks on snacks, nigga. 4, 7, 8, 9 different flavors of cereal. We got Pop-Tarts. Man, we got popcorn, toffee, wheat thing.
This is all Walmart snacks. Is what the shit I'm talking about right here.
Cereal, we got Pop-Tarts, man, we got popcorn, toffee, wheat thins, nigga, what you want? I tell the big girl, baby, come on, get your snack on, baby, feel comfortable. You know, you breathing heavy as hell. I know you hungry. You know, 7 different flavors of chips. Got chips in this month. I mean, damn. Now, sometimes, okay, if a girl bring her kid over to your spot, you know what I'm saying, you gotta throw him off. So that's why I'm gonna take y'all over here. Let me walk to the front room right quick. You gotta throw that little nigga off, okay? Cause he gonna cock block you because he don't want you near his mom. So then you take the little 5-year-old kid, you say, look, little nigga, which one you wanna play? You wanna play the PS3 or the Xbox? See, that's gonna fuck him up because he ain't used to having an option. If you let him play on the big ass screen, you see I got the PS3 on right now. So, bam, again, just the PS3, Xbox. Or if you don't want to do that, let him just watch cable on the cable Comcast box. Let him do his motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. Well, anyway, that's all I really want to put y'all niggas on to. Have your crib set up, man, to make the girl feel good. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, she gonna be making you feel good. You niggas already know. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get my thing. Oh, where my Kool-Aid at? Damn. Get my Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah, one more thing. To the makers of Kool-Aid, would you niggas stop putting the juice all the way to the top? Because when I twist the motherfucking cap, I put it, the shit explodes like a goddamn grenade. Then I got blue juice all over my white carpet. Look, man, I appreciate you trying to give me as much juice for the value, but look, put the juice, cause look at this shit. See, now the juice is all at the top. You see, put the juice down here so when I open it, it don't spill everywhere, okay? Trust me, I ain't gonna miss it. You know, these motherfuckers cost like $5 for $1, okay? Thank you. Anyway, y'all know.
Those shits are those $5 for $1 are probably $1 for $1 now. But enough of the moon. Like, that was me being a little bit of a internet historian there. Bro, I love this video. Made my place a damn spider trap with how comfy they get. Yep. But you already got to be the type of motherfucker who can get bitches to the house. So you're already kind of winning already, man. Damn, the average man was already being able to get bitches to the house. Nowadays, motherfuckers can't even get bitches to get a fucking cup of coffee, man. Oh my God, bros.
I live in a town where there's like no emo girls and no scene girls, and it sucks. There's all these basic bitches who listen to Taylor Swift. Ew, Taylor Swift is disgusting. I'm just really pissed.
But yes, man. So for people who missed it, right? I'd get into some AI coins, you guys. I think Tao's going to do really good. Render, Injective, Akash, Virtuals is probably the ones I'm going to go with and stuff. I think Fed will do good eventually, but it's been lagging for a long time, man. It's been kind of fucked for a long motherfucking time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't, you know what I'm saying. That's just what it is. But I think is near an AI protocol now. It is, yeah, but it's an L1. Yeah, it's an L1 basically. But yeah, it's an AI protocol. But near it just won't go up as much because it's not a raw AI play. It's an L1 that is now working on AI, whatever the fuck that means. But it will have its first ever cycle this cycle, realistically. But let me show you. These are the prices. So this is they've readjusted all the prices for all the splits because stocks start up at a lower price and they split. You'll end up getting 5, 3, 10 times more shares after a stock split. So look at NVIDIA, start at 4 cents, Apple 10 cents, Google $2, Microsoft 7 cents, Amazon 7 cents, Tesla $3.13. So if SpaceX really does this shit over 20 years, right? I think, is this the one down here? I think someone did the X's here, right? Let's just say it pulled a shitty ass fucking Google 188X, right? 188X. If it really did that, right? And you put $10,000 near the bottom after this is IPO market, right? So I'm just gonna do the math. If you just put $10,000 and waited 20 years, right? And then managed to do 188X, your $10,000 would be $1.8 million. You're just securing your Costco 20 years from now. These are the investments you got to do, you guys. You got to chuck $10,000 into a company you think that's going to make it, send out for 20 years, and then not have to worry about your Costco for the rest of your life. So, let me do some math here, right? So, my $10,000 on average, right? Let's just say I average it down. Let's say I'm being real frugal here, right? 10,000 divided by $500 on Costco run. So that's 20 Costco runs, right? So I probably go to Costco every 3 weeks, right? 53 weeks, 52 weeks in a year divided by 3 times 500. So for the money of about a year and a quarter of Costco runs, you could possibly secure the Costco runs forever. Now, 20 years from now, right? 20 years from now, right? How much you think the Costco run's going to be 20 years from now? If I'm spending $500 every 3 weeks at Costco. Oh, shit. $500 every 3 weeks at Costco, right? How much you think my Costco run's going to cost me in 20 years?
I know, yeah, I know, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. No, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties, baby. I know. Suck them titties on the west side. Suck them titties on the breast side. Best titties I ever had. Oh, let me suck them titties right now. From the night turn to dawn, girl. Suck one, maybe two. And damn boy gone. Yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck.
It's alarming. So in 2046, it is very now, of course, now if AI and robotics manage to kind of lower the price of things over time, this is going to be a different thing. But if we continue, we are more likely to print. Are we more likely to print more money or less money over time? We were printing money 20 years ago, but not to the same level we are today. We are going to print even more money, right? It is probably going to cost me $2,500 in 20 years. And I was like, no, Miguel. I was like, Miguel, man, stop capping, bro. It couldn't have cost that much, right? Then I like, okay, take 20 years off your life. Okay. How old are you? I don't know, 14? Okay. How much was Costco then? I don't know, probably like $160. Okay, it's $160. All right, cool. Right, when you were 14? Okay. Divide that by 500. Okay. 160, a 3.1x. So from 2006 to now, so 2006 price to now, the cost of Costco has gone up a 3.1x. Now, even if that was true, let's just say it only did that, right? That would still put the cost if all things were equal, just the same amount of inflation we've had over the last 20 years to now, it would still put that same run at $1,562. So the very least, your Costco run's going to cost $1,500. But I think it's higher. If we still are leading to an inflation type world, if we're still we have to print more money to keep bailing them out. They're bailing themselves out. But the disasters keep getting larger, so the number they have to print gets bigger. We used to be like, holy fuck, you're a billionaire. That was like a huge deal. Now we went the world's first yesterday on Friday. We had the world trillionaire. They've existed already. Let's stop lying to ourselves. But like, what the Forbes considers their first trillionaire, right? Because the Saudis have been trillionaires. Putin's a trillionaire. There are trillionaires out here. They exist. And then when I get a comment like the dollar is so cooked, every other currency is even more cooked because every single major currency on the planet is a net exporter to the United States and to everybody else. So, and when you're an exporter, you want your currency to be weaker for exports to look sexy. So they'll buy your stuff that you're selling, that you're exporting. The biggest buyer of things is the United States. Interesting. So, me thinking the inflation is going to be a little higher, I think in 20 years the price will probably 5x. So very likely $2,500. Now, obviously, you might be able to get that down. You might be like, oh, I won't get this extra meat stuff. I'll get some little this. You might go with it, but it's still like even if you're pillaging yourself in that $2,500 world where you get everything you need, you're not even skimping on anything. I'll get all the meats I want, I get all the drinks I want, all the waters, and you get everything you want to fill up your house. You're not tripping about money, right? It's $500, $600, right? It's gonna be $2,500. You might do $1,500. It's still $1,500. Most people's rent today. Yeah, I think the average rent in major cities is like $2,500. I'm not even joking around about that. Excluding like New York or something like that in some crazy ass fucking areas. But like, I mean, what's the average? Okay, it says average U.S. rent ranges between $1,750 and $2,000 a month. So by all estimations, whether it's we just track the regular amount of like food inflation that we've had from 20 years ago to today, which is about 3.125x, or we track my guesstimation of a 5x multiple. Even in the lower multiple, in 20 years, you'll be paying equal to what you're paying rent today for the average American. Fuck. Now, if you're in a major city where there's a lot of money, like if you're in like usually if the rents are higher, it's because there's people with money and there's businesses around. You can make money and stuff like Houston, parts of Houston. So if you're in the big parts and stuff, Miami, New York, you're in some of these big cities where you can make some big money, but it costs a lot. Yeah, it's like $4,000 or $5,000 in rent. I mean, there's videos in New York where people are paying like $2,000 for like some of the fucking smallest, like it's the smallest room you've ever seen. And you're fading crypto. So Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin today is $64,000, right? Do you think in 20 years it'll be $1 million? If Bitcoin in 20 years isn't $1 million, then it fucking failed. It oofed. Chepe's like, we're at minimum. Where am I at? Yeah, exactly, right? So look, you guys. If I'm right, which I usually am.
From a very young age, I knew everyone was wrong, and I was right. I'm literally never wrong, and if I ever am wrong, it's just because I didn't have enough information or I was too early. I'll say something, no one will believe me, it won't happen, then some time passes, and then all of a sudden, what do you know? I was right. That's the only way that I'm slightly wrong, and even then I'm wrong for a little bit. I was never really wrong. And I just love when I finally see the proof of what my gut was telling me, when it finally comes true, and then everybody understands. I knew in my gut, and I should have trusted it more, and it did become true. I didn't have any reason to believe it. I just knew something. My intuition was right. And it's honestly scary how often I'm right and how often my intuition is spot on. And honestly, there are times where I'll say that I'm wrong and you're right, because at that moment, that was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to say. So technically, bear with me here, I'm still right. And I wouldn't even mind admitting when I'm wrong, because honestly, it would give me a break from always being right, but it just doesn't happen. I just always knew this from a young age, that everybody's wrong and that I'm right. I just think there's some people that are typically wrong and there's some people that are always right. And I think I'm one of those people.
Right. So we're in a minimum 2K for a single, in New York. But yeah, look at that shit. Bro, New York, sometimes your bedroom's a hallway with 2 doors and a small part. Yeah, it's pretty bad for $2,000, right? Maybe $3,000. And your monthly food is going to cost you at least $2,500 in 2046, unless we somehow the productivity boom actually gets passed along to the consumer, then we actually do get lower prices, and we do get some deflation. But if things continue in the same path that they've been continuing since the last 20 years with inflation, you're going to pay $2,500. If you're paying $400, $500, $600 at Costco, you're going to be paying $2,500 20 years from now. I promise you that. And if it only does the equal amount of growth, it's going to be $1,500. From what? If it just did the same level of price inflation for products that we had from 2006 to 2026, it's going to be from you used to pay $140, $160 for that same cart, and now it's grown to like $500 or $600. Whew. It's craziness, right? So even if Bitcoin, so if that's the case, right? Even if it took 20 years, Bitcoin will hit $1 million. That'll be at about 15.6x. So you'd protect your capital and you'd actually beat out inflation, but you wouldn't really get rich from it, basically, right? It's about time frames, right? The guesstimate is like we're probably in 20 years, Bitcoin's probably going to be like $5 to $10 million in 20 years, right? That's pretty significant, right? Because that puts you at in 20 years, you'd be up 78x on your money, which if you actually invest your money, if you actually invest your DCA your money over the long term, you're able to catch these lows, especially in 26 and 27, and take some profits, buy more BTC. It's a compounding wealth effect. It's so powerful. Like you can make like 76. We're all used to like, I want to catch 100x, but normally most people don't like have all their net worth or a substantial amount of net worth in one thing, in one asset. That they just barely find out about and then put it all in, right? Unless they work at the company or something like that and just work it for so many years. So at a $5 million Bitcoin price from current prices, it's a 78x. At a 10 million Bitcoin price in 20 years, it's 156x. So for every $10,000 you invest in Bitcoin, you'd be up $1.5 million, if or $780,000 if it only hits 5 million. FX doesn't hit $5 and I'm cooked. Very, very. Shit, we'd be lucky if it hits $1 by fucking 20 years from now. We cooking. Fuck. But this is why you have to get some long-term BTC, you know, like, I mean, sure, like you can make some fast ass money, but you put it back in BTC and you put it back in your real life, and that money, every cycle you're able to obtain, you get more and more Bitcoin. I mean, you get a couple BTC over a couple of cycles, right? Because like in 20, look, if we continue the 4-year cycle, right? If we continue the 4-year cycle, right? 20 years is only 4 more cycles from now. Literally 20, it's this cycle and 4 more cycles afterwards, and we're 20 years from now. Isn't that insane when you think about it? Like, oh my God, it's only 5 more cycles for 20 years. I feel like I've been in crypto so long, and I've been really only a part of 3, technically, right? So 17, 21, and 25. I'm about to enter my 4th cycle. Your advice is pathetic. Your comment is lame. Tanks is like, buy gold. Tanks is like, but most people don't invest for the future at all, right? Like you have to have your speculation bag, and especially with how the world is with all the inflation we're having, you have to have speculation. You have to have part of your money. You have to have like 20% of like what you invest has to be into speculation or more. But you have to invest. I mean, and you have to invest in the long term. You know, I was thinking making money. That's a good advice to have. Very good. But like, don't be like some people, man. Like you gotta live. You also gotta live a little for the now, right? Too. Like, I sacrificed a lot in my 20s, like pretty much most of my 20s, to be able to live the way I'm living now, and make my own schedule, do my own stuff. I mean, literally I can basically do anything I want for the most part, within reason. But like I worked like 12 years a slave, from 18 to 30. I was working like crazy. From 18 to 30. It seemed like forever. Now I'm gotten like 5 years away from it now, where I've been not retired, but retired from that life. There's a lot of great experience I had, but there's also other things I wish I didn't. But without it, I would have never be in the position and place I am today without it. But it's always the reason you get kind of frustrated thinking about it is because, like, oh, if I knew what I knew today, Oh my god, I could have speed ran it. I mean, I probably where I got at 30, I could have hit at fucking 24, probably. But you know, what you don't know is what you don't know. You know. Yeah. Yeah, I've got 10K waiting for that 45K BTC in October. Yeah, hopefully it hits, but it might not. Maybe it's 52,000. That's it. Maybe it only wicks to 48, and then like we start climbing, and then it's back at 60, and that's it. Off to the races. You know, that's what kind of goes, man. Now, I wanted to talk about something very important, right? So I was thinking about this today while I was driving. Is that if we look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum is probably one of them. It's probably like outside of the Bitcoin maxis, right? Like the Bitcoin, I mean, obviously Bitcoin's King Kong. It's the motherfucker, right? But in reality, the single most important coin in crypto is really Ethereum, right? And it's been around for 1 cycle, 2 cycle, 3 cycle, right? 3 cycles, right? And it still has done pretty well, right? So obviously the first cycle is always a banger, right? Solana's first cycle was incredible in percentage returns. Ethereum's returns from the 2017 cycle, percentage returns retarded, right? Went from basically 50 cents a quarter to $1,400. Crashed to $78, pumped up to $4,800, crashed to $700, pumped back up to the same fucking price, $4,800. Okay. This has been a typical thing when coins do get to that third cycle. It usually doesn't go well. One of the few only coins that ever like bucked that trend was like Dogecoin, as an example, because it came out in the previous cycle, then had a 17 cycle, then the 21 cycle, and this most recent one, it kind of flopped. It still survived, but it kind of flopped, right? This cycle was like not it. I mean, but almost for everything, realistically, right? Comparative to like past cycles. I mean, 2025 was the lamest cycle ever. We still made money in it. There's still opportunity, but it was much more tradery, and you kind of had to follow. It's AI time. It's meme coin time. Solana season. Da da da. So, riddle me this. This is not throwing FUD or anything, but Solana's entering its third cycle. Its first cycle, unbelievable amount of returns. Really, it was, right? A retarded amount of returns from but like almost nobody knew what this coin was, right? Like literally, who the only like very much inside, like almost no one knew about this shit. Like most people started hearing about it right here, early 21. You heard about Solana, maybe around probably this pump. It was probably this pump right here where people heard about it, put some money in, and then it ran up to like, basically 250. Okay, 260. It crashed really hard. It basically almost did the same sort of level of crash that Ethereum did. Massive increase. Goes from like, let's call it 50 cents to $260. Solana crashed to $7. How do I know that? Because my students bought it. I had a ton of my students bought below $10 Solana. And it ran. And it hit 300. I don't know why it's not showing it here, but Solana hit 300 this last cycle. See what I mean about them cooking the charts? But Solana hit over 300 this cycle. Made a new all-time high. Barely, but it did. Right? But if you look at it, it's not. Its second cycle was not that impressive. It still made a bunch of mind you, Solana was the most cherished, loved, hyped up coin of the entire 25 cycle. Solana season, baby. Solana, meme coins, Solana, and like by how much people are talking, if we were to look at the price of like Ethereum, right? So let's look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum went from so just show you guys, okay? First cycle to second cycle, right? We went $1,400 to 4,800. Okay. Let me take my handy dandy calculator. All right. 4,800 divided by 1,400. So right. So Ethereum did from 17 to 21. It tripled its It's tripled its price. Almost 3.5x its price. Okay. If I go Solana now, right? Now this is why people are getting so mad. You have to understand, like that's how shitty. Like even though Solana, everyone's like you're retarded. It's because Solana. The reason people are so happy with Solana is because it went so fucking low that you were able to make some money. You made money if you bought the dip, but you made all the money outside of that. Like you made some. Okay, it was really trade. Like if you traded it a little bit, like you were the swing trader, you made money. If you bought the low, like we did, and we swing traded as well, you made money on Solana. But it didn't go that ballistic, right? That's how shitty the cycle was, right? Solana as an example, right? First cycle, it did obviously its first cycle didn't in percentage returns unless somehow you were able to get into it at a penny or so. It pretty much you're lucky if you bought it at 60, let's call it 50 cents, right? If we're like, or it basically did 100x. I mean, well, more than 100x from here, right? Let's look at the prices. Let me scoot in a little bit here. Right. It's about 260, right? 260, then crash, right? The 300. Yeah, shout out the Knicks, man. They won. Right? I know. New York is going to burn. New York Knicks basketball game. So 25 cycle versus 21 cycle, it did a 1.15x. That's how shitty that cycle was. And I don't want to hear no one saying like Solana was the most shilled coin of all fucking time last cycle. I don't give a fuck what anyone talks about. Look at that. That's how dampened it was. So the most hyped coin in the major cap L1 token besides Ethereum barely beat its all-time. Ethereum matched its all-time high. Solana beat it by 0.15x. Point 15x. Well, there's two. If the site, I believe the next cycle is going to be better. I believe the next cycle is going to be better. As long if there's more money printing and there's more of that, then the cycle is going to be better. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a real estate renaissance that probably starts in 2027. Like I've been kind of predicting, the summer of 2027 is when it's going to start. House prices and rents are going to start going back up, you guys. So if you're renting, locking a lower rate or lock in some sort of contract. Talk to your, because right now you as a renter, you have power because the economy is bad right now. You can like secure your rent if you know you're gonna stay in this area, or like either get a better house, because like if you're renting, if you just got a place, you can get a better place for the same amount of money, or lock in a lower rent and lock it in because rents are going to go up. 2028 onwards. Okay. The scary part is Solana is going into the third cycle, which it's usually kind of a meh cycle. But also, it has competition. If I'm being max bearish, because Solana was the it thing, it's going to move over to something else, probably base, as an example. So like if it does go over to base, like Solana didn't really have competition. Now there's going to be blockchains that have competition. I think base is going to be its main competition. Near might actually be able to do something, and then you might have an actual maybe the hype EVM might actually do something possibly, but I don't think anyone's using it other than use Hyperliquid really. So I think Solana is going to have their place. I think it's going to do really well. So if you want to make money on Solana, you buy it cheap. Buying it from this price and lower is really what you want to buy. Look at year to date, right? We were at $146 January 14th. We're at 68, and it was $62. Okay, so on the next dip, we can possibly get this at $55, $52, $48, $44. That I think low 40s is about as low as I think you're going to get on Solana, unless we somehow crater into the $30,000 range for Bitcoin, which I find extremely I don't believe so. Where does this leave Ethereum with this much competition? There really is no, I mean, not competition, but like Ethereum would have to fumble this next cycle, then they're in trouble. Ethereum has no competition, realistically. So let me say that again. Ethereum has no competition realistically. No one's really using anything other than like main chain Ethereum, outside of possibly just gambling on like Hyperliquid or like Polymarket. Completely. Like they have complete, utter domination when it comes to smart contracts, complete and total domination of stablecoin markets. If you're a country, where are you going to launch your central bank digital currency? You're going to copy pasta an EVM from Ethereum. So either way, you're going to have to go through the liquidity pools to get your coin money from Tether or USDC or whatever bullshit stable coin that you kind of create. It has to go through it, exactly. It's a bit like Microsoft in a way, right? They have a fucking gigantic moat. They're not just Microsoft. They're like Microsoft and everything else. Like you guys, like they're like they're the complete financial language. It's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin created the immutability when it comes to like, hey, your transaction is going to go through. It's decentralized enough. There's enough compute here. If I send money to somewhere around the world, no one can stop it. I can just send money to you. That's the power there from Bitcoin. After that, every single thing that crypto is Ethereum. I used to have this argument with Charlie back in the day until like we're starting to see more eye to eye on it now. Obviously, like I do always preference like without BTC there wouldn't be Ethereum, but without Ethereum there wouldn't be crypto. Because Bitcoin completely stopped innovating. Almost absolutely 2015 onwards. Like the last big thing that they really fought about was about expanding the block size. And it was this huge fight. Bitcoin Cash, it failed. Boom goes down. You know, Ethereum is the reason you have everything. The reason you have DEXs, the reason you have almost fucking every. I mean, it's like staggering. The amount of shit you use in crypto, everything comes from the Ethereum ecosystem, Ethereum itself. It's like staggering. Almost everything Solana does is just a copy pasta of Ethereum completely. Outside of like they roll their own coding language and they have their own blockchain. But like even the way like prices are displayed, the way like it's insanity. If you really think about it, like literally everything, it's like a timeline. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cambrian explosion. Everything comes like smart contracts, the way they work, they could be written in a different language, but the way they function still comes from what Ethereum does. Like everything like, and the thing is, the reason why it's so difficult to displace Ethereum over time is because there's so much wealth accumulated from BTC and Ethereum in this stuff that the way liquidity pools work is that everything is so financially tied to Ethereum. This is one of the reasons we did not have such a bull run is because Ethereum didn't break its all-time high. If Ethereum had at least even doubled, right? Let's just say like got to $10,000. We would have had a fantastic bull run. Like Solana very likely would have probably hit closer to $600-800 because it was more hyped than Ethereum, right? It probably could even hit $1,000. It probably, yeah. Isn't Pulse Chain an exact copy of Ethereum? Yeah, basically, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because that's how good it is. Richard just fucking augmented a couple things and then launched it on Ethereum 2.0 so he could copy pasta any developments that he thinks are useful from Ethereum. That's how good it is because it costs a lot. It takes a lot of brain power to actually come up with anything original, and it all comes from Ethereum. That's why everybody is an EVM fork. Everybody is that's why almost every brand new blockchain is proof of stake. Because why? Because Ethereum is proof of stake. If Ethereum was still proof of work, almost every blockchain today would be proof of work. Why? Because they're all borrowing on Ethereum. That's the fucking truth. I'm not saying there's not going to be other L1s and L2s and shit. Like if Ethereum fucks over one more cycle, I'm saying it. If they fuck up this next cycle, they're going to be in some trouble in the 2030s. Ethereum made people so much money. You understand how much money people have made off Ethereum over 2017, 21. And even now, we still made money on Ethereum. We bought it in 700, we bought 1,000. It's still 4x. We still made money. Not as much money as we wanted, but it still made money. And you were able to like roll it into like, into Pepe, into the meme coins, into the AI coins. If you're paying attention, you made money, right? You gambled, you made a bunch of money, and then you lost a lot of it on horse shit, but you made money, right? I think Ethereum is going to do better this cycle, but also because the cycle is also better. But, real estate's one thing that's been holding the economy back for a long time, we need lower interest rates, but I mean, inflation's going higher, and it's mostly just because of the cost of oil. Oil's really high right now. And then people are just passing the cost along to consumers. Hey. That's just what it is. So Solana is going to enter its third cycle, and it seems that if we look at a lot of projects, its third cycle usually is not that great. So why isn't that? I think Solana is still going to perform really well. You're still going to be able to make multiples. Buy cheap. Buying it cheap is the biggest insurance policy you have just to guarantee money, even if it's like, it just went back up to 260. You're like, all right, cool. I bought it at $40. Fuck, I still made money. Fuck it, we ball, right? I bought it at $45. I'll be mean. I'll say $50, right? Let's just say it only goes back to 300. Still made a 6x. And you're like, oh, fuck, man. I put like 15,000. I put $15,000 into Solana at that price. I'm only up 90,000. I should be up more. Yeah. But you're still up on the money. You still beat inflation. And then what'll happen is It's lagging behind. I'm up 3x on it right now. You know, it's at $150, $200. And what's going to happen? So let me tell you, Clarence, what's going to happen. Your $15,000 will 4x. You'll be at $200, bored out of your motherfucking mind, bored out of your mind. 60 grand. Grand Region. What's up? Oh my God. Zcash is running, bro. Fuck it. I'm putting 30 grand in.
Grand Regent, this planet is fucking sick, Grand Regent. Grand Regent, come in, please stay. Please. They have motorcycles here, Grand Regent. Motorcycles. Have you ever tried a cigarette, Grand Regent? Oh my God, Grand Regent, they're so good. I'm up to 3 packs a day. Grand Regent, they have goth daddies and Latinas here, Grand Regent. Please, can we stay? Please, Grand Regent. Grand Regent.
Yeah. You're going to take 30,000 and you're going to speculate. This is what's going to happen. I promise you, you're going to take half your Solana, right? So 15,000. So let me do the $15,000 divided by $50 gives you 300 Solana. You're going to take 100 to 200 Solana and risk it in AI coins and meme coins. I swear to the heavens above, about 60% probably, maybe more, are going to do that. And there's just some guys who are like, fuck it, I'm holding my 300 Solana. You know, there's always that 20%. I can tell you that right now because I've seen it over so many cycles, brothers. Like, fuck.
I knew a motherfucker who was so ass at trading that this nigga became good at trading from literally doing the opposite of what the fuck he was gonna do, gang. That's how shitty that nigga was at trading. That every decision that nigga made, the stock literally did the opposite every single time. And so what this nigga started to do was literally, instead of him going with his first thought, he would do the opposite of what his first thought was, and that nigga would hit every time, gang. That's how that nigga became profitable, bro. I swear to God, bro. Think about it, gang. So that nigga literally became profitable from sucking ass at trading. Bro, I swear to God, bro, I'm not trolling, gang. I'm dead ass, bro. That nigga just had the worst luck in the market, bro. So what he started to do was, if his first thought was calls, that nigga would play a put and hit on that bitch, bro. That nigga ran it up off that shit, bro. I swear to God, to this day. To this day, bro, that nigga is a beast at trading from sucking ass, bro. Hey!
Now, obviously, if Solana goes a little lower, like the 10, let me show you the difference with $10, right? If it does, let's just say it did go to $40 and you put 15 grand in, right? If you did so you go from 300 tokens to 75 extra tokens. It's pretty significant, man, because if that goes back up to like $200, you're sitting on like an extra 15 grand. So like $10 from 50 to 40, when Solana gets back to $200, is a difference between an extra $15,000 of profit. That's pretty crazy when you think about it. It's like, holy shit, because like you go from 300 to 375. That's 75 tokens is 15 grand at $200. Fucking wild, dude. That's why buying those low prices are so important. I mean, obviously, but that's someone who's got 15 grand to chunk in and like really believes and stuff. And that's why buying the lowest price you can is so fucking important. But don't buy round numbers. Don't buy 40. Don't buy 50. You buy odd numbers, high odd numbers, or maybe low odd numbers, but never any round. Let me buy that $50, bro. Because you'll blow your if it reaches $50, it'll probably break below. Like, I'm sorry, let's just say it's $40 flat. It might actually break down to fucking $36. You're like, but I mean, it's so close enough. I mean, at the end of the day, you're like, hey, got within $4, $5. I don't give a fuck, bro. We won, and it's true. Hey, fuck it, we won, motherfucker. We ball. But at 33.3, dude. Hey, if it does go that low, bro, I might just have to, baby. I just might have to, man. I might just have to throw it in. But that's usually what'll happen. But like that's what I'm saying is like on these coins, like Solana's on its third cycle, not its second, not its first, its third cycle. So it's gonna have a recovery pop. Solana is gonna pump off, but like it has competition. Base is gonna be on its first cycle. Technically, it's been around since 21, but you couldn't do shit on it. It's just like that. So like Base is gonna be on its first fucking cycle ever with the token. That will launch by at least the middle of 27. If Base token doesn't launch in 26, it's going to launch in the summer of 27. Hail Kaiser. And now, Solana's got competition now. Now, the reason BNB, and like someone asked me, do you think BNB will survive? Yeah. Why? Because Xi Jinping has the most profitable exchange with the most profitable exchange that he funnels money into this. He forces people to use not forces, but like nudges people to use it, and Chinese money. Look at this. Let's look at this. Damn, is that really the price for it? No way, dude. No, I think this is off. Wait, hold up. No, I think these price points are off. Was BNB only that big back in the day? No. This seems off. If it was, god damn, this shit pumped. God damn. But yeah, it's been around 2017 cycle, 21 cycle, 25 cycle. This actually had a cycle. Guess what? Because they could funnel customers and money into it. Now, this is only a 2. It looks incredible, right? But like, if you look at it, right? BNB only 2x, bros. Step, bro. It only 2x'd. $650, $1,300. Literally a 2x. BNB takes care of their own until the Chinese government or they kill this motherfucker. He ain't safe. You think America's only tolerating it? He paid the $4 billion dole. Well, mind you this, bro. We're gonna be at war. The Jews want war with the Chinese.
Blessed is a man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither.
I love Benjamin Netanyahu. All the hate being spread about my beautiful king is being led by uninformed goyim. Dear Netanyahu, I hope you know that I love you.
I had to pay taxes there. But can't tell you how I know this. But I'm always right. They are going to use the Chinese have been on the block. They want to. The United States wants to have their central bank all over the world. We're now trying to control all the places where one of the what we're doing right now, the high oil prices. Part of it geopolitically is to weaken China or slow them down as we're building up our military, especially like our Tomahawk cruise missile supply. Like we're building up military hardcore right now. A lot of the things we did in Venezuela that we're going to do over there in Cuba is practice. We're essentially using these wars to gain things, obviously, but it's also practice for the military action we're going to be doing near Taiwan and China. We're basically practicing naval blockades. They're live action, real Navy blockades with low risk for the United States, realistically, right? Especially over here in the Americas. But it's practice. It's giving the Navy practice for these blockades that we're going to be doing in China. We're hurting from high oil prices, but we can still survive, but it sucks. China is getting fucked right now. Notice all the lefties are like I already said this from something like the left is really the left, and eventually the Republicans jumped in, but it's really the left's child. The left, oh my god, the cocksucking they do to China. Oh my god, the cocksucking they do to China, bro. It's like it's infuriating. It pisses me off too. It infuriates me. But essentially it was a 40-year, like, you have to understand, we lifted China out of poverty in the 1970s, right? 30 years by 2000s and stuff that were here. 2008 was our big coming out party. You know, we're coming out. I want you to know not to let us go. We coming out at the Beijing Games in 2008. That was their big come out. Like, we're here, motherfuckers. Huh? Huh? We hold all the U.S. debt. Huh? Now we're in debt. Huh? Like, China's in debt now. You know that, right? They used to be the largest holder of U.S. debt. They used to have the largest dollar surplus in the world. Now they ran through it all. They're in debt now. Economy is not growing as fast as possible. They may have lied on how many people were actually birthed. There's a very strong possibility China doesn't even have a billion people. They may be closer, probably 800 to 600 million people in China. Still a very large population. Not like, I'm not like absolutely, but they absolutely like admitted that they lied about like 300 million people that basically through the one child policy they basically counted their population of being like at 1.2, 1.3 billion people. Tofu construction. I mean, what the Chinese did is smart, but also dumb. It's like it's incentives. They attach property to pussy, so their property market went ballistic because everyone's trying to get that coochie, and then because everyone, like I said earlier in the stream, everyone lying, inflating numbers. They, you have to, it's like you have to, in order to, like, your parents set you up with somebody, right? Or trying to set you up with somebody, right? You're like, oh, my son has 2 properties out in the countryside. He has a stable job. He has this. Okay, cool. The properties are basically, it could barely count as a house. I mean, I could probably roundhouse kick it and crack it. And they medcap themselves with that one child policy. Absolutely. And now, do you know what these dirty motherfuckers are doing now? Okay. Inflation, everything happens fast. Damn, my traps are looking. Damn, son, look at these shoulders. 1970 to 2026, right? Let's say, what's a good year to what's a year to put a cap on it? China went to shit basically during COVID, 2020. So 50 years. 50 years. We've pump and dump China, a 50-year pump and dump. Obviously, the first 20 years are pretty rough. The 90s is really where, like, you could probably invest in it as an average U.S. citizen and stuff. You actually had to, like, set up corporations, or you had to be intermediary in China and stuff. It was actually pretty difficult, but possible. It was really like 1995 onward where you could actually really invest into China, but still be difficult, but you could do it. It wasn't until the early 2000s where you can really invest in China. I remember because I was listening to like financial things where I could. They wouldn't shut the fuck up about China. Oh my God. I remember listening to Bloomberg Radio back in 2010, 9, like, China's gobbling the world. I remember one of the stupidest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. Even I thought that was stupid. It was like the amount of these people going on to Bloomberg Radio or Bloomberg, the Bloomberg app during the time, podcast apps and stuff. How many of these guys would tell you to have like one of the stupidest things ever from the 2000s onwards was having money invested in foreign indices. Like, you got to have at least 25% of your portfolio in China, Japan, Asia, Europe. Now in 2020, what a fucking L, bro. Can you imagine? Like, oh my God, bro. You have to shoot these mother. Basically, it's like there was entire things where, like, you shouldn't just invest in US stocks. Now, in retrospect, these motherfuckers need to be rounded up and shot. Didn't Kawasaki lose his mines in China? I'm not sure if he had ones in China and stuff. I knew he had both in South America, but I always thought, look, if you're an American, you invest in the sphere of influence. What's the sphere of influence? The Americas. When you start a company in China, they own 51% and you own 49% at most. And the main signatory of the whole company is a Chinese national that they put in charge of it. And they do share profits, they do all that shit, but they're fuck that, bro. Fuck that, bro. Fuck China, bro. Fuck inviting in China. Not the Chinese people, but the fucking country as an investment vehicle. Unless you're buying, like, I mean, sometimes you got to deal with them to buy the peptide game or to buy the things you have to buy, right? But like, what are we doing? You know? Canada? Hell no, not Canada, bro. Unless I'm in the timber game or I'm in the oil game or some shit, bro. Fuck that, bro. Like, nah, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, you're like, I mean, this is what it is, man. If you have a lot of money, you can move almost anywhere and be like, oh, this country's incredible. Yeah, because you have all this money. Like the best place to get rich in the world is really America. It's really America, right? Like I saw a video where like there's two systems around the world. There's only two systems around the world. Either you work for a corrupt government where you supply them things where they use their tyranny to extract money from the people, or the American system where they allow you to become your own tyrannical miniature government corporation that steals money from the people, but they allow you to become a villain. Where the other ones, like their villains are already in place. You don't get to be a part of that establishment, but you get to be a supplier to help them steal, or you can become your own king of your own thiefdom, so you can steal. Oh fuck, man. Fuck, man. That's so funny. I mean, the U.S. is still the king for entrepreneurs, but it's also the rule of law. I mean, we kind of wish we could like people would sue less about all that shit, but like, it's really the rule of law, and you can be entrepreneur. You can sell stuff. It's really still incredible, but it's gotten harder around the world because there's more competition. Why? Why is there so much competition? It's because the Zoomer generation is entering the workforce and entering the mobile app, mobile space, social media, AI, TikTok space. There's more competition. So the millennials and everyone else who's been in the internet for a while are feeling the competition because the younger crops coming in and the young, hot, sexy, tight sells better. But competition breeds progress as well. That's right. Hit the like button, subscribe. But that's just how it goes, man. But I'm not trying to FUD Solana. I think you can still make a bunch of money with it and stuff like that, but we'll see how it goes. Like the wind might shift and stuff, and then you might have to make some adjustments with the profits, but it's, at least you'll have some of the profits. There's nothing wrong with like, all right, I bought 300 SOL because it was cheap. I'll take 100 of it, or taking $1.50. Let me spread my bets over here a little bit. That's okay. But you still have some there, and then it can still do pretty well. Property rights and guns does a lot for liberties. Definitely, man. Ken Rose with a $2 super chat, man. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you, dude. We have Real Ready with a $5 super chat, man. Can Rune make a comeback? It's gonna be fucking tough, man. I think they are. Yeah, fuck, man. It's gonna be tough. I think they could make a run. They can make a comeback. Because but it's basically it's the main. It's a weird thing where like it's like one of the main places like Thorchain is bridge is used to basically take stolen Ethereum money into BTC and then turn it into Bitcoin. So it works. But they also froze some Litecoin transactions which some people didn't like, and they're like they allowed these people who are stealing Bitcoin to do it, but like for the Litecoin side they froze it. So like what the fuck? What's up with that? I think it'd be a safer bet to bet on Monero and Zcash. Because like when Monero goes up, it's because like actual criminals, actual people. I mean, I shouldn't be criminals, but like it is the truth. When a lot of people when a big amount of money is stolen, Monero is a place where like a lot of that money's parked, basically. Where's Zcash right now on the list? Yeah, it's 15 Monero right next to it. So like these two are like Bitcoin, Pepsi, Bitcoin, Coke and Pepsi. The actual probably the real privacy coins are Monero, but Zcash has got the sauce right now. I mean, that's what it is. Like, I think Zcash is a good shot. Look, if things go okay, don't shoot the fucking messenger here, motherfuckers. All right, we're talking about magical internet money. Okay, I don't want to hear the fuck. Like, do what you want with your motherfucking money. All right. But when this shit, like, even if you bought Zcash and Monero here, right? Zcash is very likely going to go to a couple $1,000s. My guesstimation is probably going to go $6,000. If I had to guess. I got other people like Gary or other people saying they can go way higher, but like my guess is probably like 6 G's. Oh, fuck, time to put all my money into Zcash. No, but like if you want a bag of it, shit, you might be like, all right, fuck it. Let's ball, bro. Shit. I fucking, instead of buying my girl a Louis Vuitton bag and shit that she's never gonna fucking use or it's fucking trash, shit, let me buy 3, 4, 5 of these hoes. And this shit does hit $6,000. I got 20 thou wow in my pocket or more. Shit. Let's see. Oh, the average bag is what, $1,400 at Louis Vuitton. Don't ask me how I know. Divided by $427. That's 3.6 and times $6,000. That's $19,600. Q. Zcash is it's a monkey coin. 2028 is the year of the monkey. It's going to do really well. Ethereum's the year of the goat. Next year is 2027 for the year of the goat. Interesting stuff. Monero's probably going to keep a certain range with Zcash. It might, if things go really out of whack, it might be 50% less than Zcash, but Monero's still going on a nice run. Hey, let me tell you this. Privacy coins are going to hit this cycle. AI coins for sure are going to hit. And some version of meme, we're going to have meme cycles because meme coins memes are always here. It's going to be, last cycle was heavy duty memes. It might calm down a little bit on the meme side, but still we're going to have meme coins. So we're going to have L1 seasons, meme seasons, AI seasons, privacy season. Okay? I can promise you guys those. Not enough for Hermes bag, of course. I literally, every time I see someone with every girl with a Chanel bag, you think she's a prostitute. It's so crazy. That's like, I think Chanel's brand has been ruined and shit by them. Like, it's become like the main prostitute fucking like bag. Like, seriously. Yeah, it is what it is. The word on the street is like the bags are the dudes are giving the prostitutes or the side chicks or YSL bags now because things are getting tough right now. Like I used to buy girl Chanel bags, but now I'm buying them YSL bags. Coach.
These bitches are selling pussy. These bitches are absolutely selling pussy, my guy. If she has 15,000 followers on Instagram, like 7 posts, she's selling pussy. If she has a nicer car than you and you're not really sure what she does for work, what do you think she does for work? If she owns anything Chanel, she's selling pussy, dog. If she is at 8 or above, there is a 33% chance that she is selling pussy, has sold pussy, or will sell pussy. This is probably the reason why she doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, because she can't afford it. She's become accustomed to this lifestyle. Now she has to sell pussy. She's put herself in a hostage situation with herself. They're slanging the cooch. If they're not explicitly selling pussy, they're in so many words selling pussy. If you are trying to date beautiful women in 2020, you're gonna pay your one currency or another. Your time, your attention, fucking suffering, sacrificing your fucking dignity. What a lot of guys do. I'll tell you this, the better you are with game, the less you gotta pay.
That's true. But we all suffer, bro. We all suffer, bro. Shit tests are forever. Everyone keeps getting shit tests, bro. These bitches never stop shit testing. It's just part of the retarded nature. But hey, it's just, it is what it is, man. The room, it can make it come back, but it's going to be something that it won't come back till 27 or some shit like that. So you might have time with it, but like, I think there's better plays if I'm being real honest with you, real ready. Fitness, what's up, man? With $2 super chat. Is it real? Is it real to get into crypto space? Yeah, crypto's legit as fuck as an asset class. Right now is a good time to start putting money in. Slowly, there will be 1 to 2 more big crashes over the next 4 months. And when the crash is like making news, when it's in the news, like cryptocurrency has crashed. Oh my God, this currency is dead. This is when you throw every little bit of fucking consultation, fitness money that you make into BTC and Ethereum and Solana. Just close your fucking eyes. Like I'll give you the thing. You go 25%. If you want really safe, I mean, I'll give you safe, bro. I'm like 25%, 30. I'm giving the fucking money. I'm giving here the money shit, man, bro. Fuck, man. I'm over here giving it away, bro. Wake me up in 27, you cooking, bro. Yeah, I know, bro. I'm over here making portfolios right now, bro. I'm on the live right now. Okay. 35% of your fucking money into Bitcoin, 15% to ETH. You're trying to be really safe, or 25-25. You're trying to be max safe. 35% of the fucking money you put into crypto in 26 and until the summer of 2027 is 35% Bitcoin, 15% ETH. The rest of it, bro, is oh, I forgot one. So Tau, Zcash, Arrow, Injective, Hype, and Solana. This is what you do. Like half your money in the safest fucking grandma shit ever to make sure you don't lose your fucking ass if you're a complete fucking goddamn retard where you fucking lose every single penny and every speculative asset. Ethereum and Bitcoin will save your fucking dumb ass from the retarded decisions you fucking make. Does everyone in the fucking back of the classroom hear me right now?
The more retarded you are, the more money you're going to make. This, for example, gold, silver, NASDAQ, S&P 500, crypto, it's all disgusting. It's all painted red. What would the retard do? The retard looks at this and goes, throw it all in. All the chips, throw the house at it. This is the perfect opportunity. The investors sitting there, they're like, no, maybe we should keep our hands off. The market kind of looks a little shaky. Fuck you, dude. Checkmate. End of 2026. Who made more money? The retard or the investor that played it safe? The retard wins every time. Every single fucking time.
It's this is the sexy stuff. Wow, Tau, this is gonna be the biggest hype shit ever. AI, Zcash. Zcash is the hottest shit in the world. Bro, Zcash will run and just lose all its motion for 2 years. And maybe it re-pumps in 28, or maybe it fucking pumps in last year. But like when I got into Zcash, shout out to GG33, I got into Zcash in 2023. It did fucking nothing for almost 3 years. It did fucking nothing. I fucking forgot I had it. Word to mother, bros. I forgot I had it. Then I was like, oh yeah, Zcash. I bought some of that. Then I was like, oh my God. It was like, when I looked, it was like fucking like $200-300. I was like, holy shit. It 10x. Holy, so 95 in Arrow. That's right. Full port. I was like, dude, this is insane, right? But what if Zcash has like a bad year? It could be a 27 year where it's just like sideways. I mean, it still does, but it's like, and then boom, 28 is fucking insane. That's totally could happen. You got to be okay with that. Aerodrome. I think Arrow's got I think it's going to have a good 27, but it could completely fumble 28 and 29 because base just sucks a fat cock. Truly gargling horse cock. Base, you're only promised one good cycle with base, just like Pulse Chain launch, and it just fuck. Right? It launches, it's gonna have a ton of attention, volume's gonna be crazy, Arrow's gonna be fucking winning. because like arrow volume is going to fucking 30x, whatever it is right now, volume wise, 30x the volume for like maybe 2-3 months, and then go. And the people like holding the bags are gonna be like,
broke nigga alert, 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 broke nigga alert.
and that's what's probably gonna happen. That's why when one of your coins is winning crazy, this is why it's been so easy to cycle. So you just hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, let it just lazily go up. One Tau, Zk, one of these fucking 5 coins or 4 or 6 coins, whatever. Solana, Tau, Zk. I'm gonna rewrite it just so it's all in one page. I don't like that. So Tau. It's like doing homework. Okay. And the one I'm most iffy about is really hype, if I'm being completely honest. But it's because give me like Vietnam vibes with fucking with a GMX. But the founder is like very viral, confident guy. He's saying all the right stuff. He's doing all the right stuff. So he has the spark I say about with like when you do the box, like one of the most interesting things is when you're doing the box, right? The 4 points in the box, the L7 loser, right? The founder is really one of those X factors. You have a viral founder who can say the right things, it can really, really go hype, no pun intended. But I'm giving the playbook here, man. 50% Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think these are good choices, but you could choose other stuff and still win. You could let's just say all this. Let's just say fuck. You imagine all this shit when there's fucking. Can you imagine? Fuck me, bro. Can you imagine all this other shit goes to shit? Oh, fuck me in the ass, bro. Damn. All right. Let's just say I put $50,000 into Bitcoin and ETH. Whatever percentage. I don't want to hear it. If I put $50,000 into Bitcoin and ETH in these next 4 months, okay. I just want to put a big number out there. Okay, $50,000 BTC ETH, right? Can't buy a whole Bitcoin, but I buy at least a good chunk. I buy a quarter of a BTC. Actually, I can probably buy half a Bitcoin. Fuck, let me do the math here. My autism is starting to flare up, you guys. I haven't taken my medication. Okay, what's like a quarter of a fucking yeah, you might be like, okay, I'm gonna buy half a Bitcoin and the leftover I'll put in the rest. And that's what a lot of people do. So you're like, all right, I'll buy half a BTC and then I'll buy the leftover into Ethereum. So I'm like, okay, cool. Okay. 32,000 minus 50 is 18,000. So I'll put $18,000 into Ethereum at $1,000 each. I'll buy 18 ETH or whatever the price is. Obviously, not current prices, but just show you them when people look, right? I'm giving the sauce away today, bro. This is the playbook right here, bro. It's in my Saturday stream, man, bro. A lot of people don't pay attention, man. The ones who pay attention, bro, you're getting it right now for free right now, bro. And I throw 50,000 into the main hype alts. L1s, Solana, Tau, Hype, Arrow, Injective, Zcash. Right? Big L1s, Solana. AI narrative. Decentralized like DEX infrastructure for trading. Main infrastructure trading. DEX, Arrow. More AI. AI infrastructure, AI hype. So the Apple App Store, more of like this, like Injective's more like you own basically a giant like server farm. and then Zcash is privacy, right? Let's just say this: all these 50,000 you put right here, and you bought in 2026 into 2027, it fucking just flops and just turns into like 10 grand. Fuck. Do you think in 2 fucking years, the $50,000 you bought into Bitcoin near the lows hasn't fucking doubled? So this is why people don't listen. This Bitcoin Ethereum is to save your retarded ass from the bad decisions you make. You could have had more Bitcoin Ethereum, yes, but you protected your dollars. As worthless as they are, that's all you care about. If you just cared about accumulating more coins, you'd be like, oh, this is incredible. The price keeps going lower and I keep buying and I keep getting more coins. But no, you guys care about dollars. I don't care what anyone, like there's big, it's so funny. I find it so funny when people say like, oh, the dollar's worth it. And that's all they fucking care. That's all you care. That's all I care about it too. Like I'm lying too, but it's like, but I don't lie about it. Everyone's such a sack of shit liar in crypto. I get so sick of it. Like all they give a fuck is about the dollars. They're like, oh, Bitcoin is my main all they fucking care about is the dollar, because the dollar buys you ass, not just ass, it buys you ass. It secures your future and it secures your fucking pussy. That's what it is. I mean, like, I'm just one of the few people that just like, I'll just say it, bro. I mean, it sounds untactful. It doesn't sound great, but it's just like, it's like a 33 or whatever the fuck I am. You know, it's about the money, the Benjamins, and over time, I'm dollar cost average in. I DCA in. I cultivate more crypto. I try to have more BTC and Ethereum this cycle. I mean, one thing I did is like I kept all my Bitcoin Ethereum from this cycle, you know? Secure the bloodline, definitely. This 50,000 in Bitcoin and ETH. Let's just say the bottom on Ethereum is $1,400 and 52,000 on BTC. Okay, cool. I buy half of Bitcoin, half in Ethereum, and a bunch of Ethereum, whatever the number is, right? Whether it's like 18, 16, 14 ETH, cool, got it. In 2 years, Ethereum will be back up to like $3,000. Bitcoins, I mean, I don't know in what world by 2028 Bitcoin's not at least 100 grand. So you bought something at 50, it went to 100. So now your 50,000 is back above 100,000. And then you just hope to Christ that your 50,000 is worth more than 50,000, which it probably will be, but it's possible now. Solana probably is going to be fine. So you'll whatever you bought in Solana, you'll be fine. But maybe Tau completely scams out. It ran good in 27 and just died a tragic death. Hype, the price has just been stuck at $100, doesn't go up anymore. This is gay. Arrow pumped Omi early in 27, and then that's all it did. Injective did pretty good. Zcash ran 28, and then just mega, like, it just, I don't know. The Jews rugged it. I don't know. Whatever the fuck. I'm just trying to come up with the worst possible scenarios, right? Whatever. You would still probably make more than 50, because what you do is when like, because it's no longer everything moves in tandem anymore outside of just the beginning pumps into like 27, because we're recovering off the lows, and okay, at that point there'll be disconnection, there'll be Solana season, there'll be like an AI season, there'll be a hype season, there'll be an arrow season, just like it's Tau pump first, then hype. No, it was like Tau, Zcash, then hype, and now we're right back to Tau again, which is like right now we're in the middle of the. If you watch the beginning of the stream, the reason I called it SpaceX IPO is because right now everyone's shut the fuck up about IPOs. Right now, SpaceX is a rocket company, even though like one of the reasons they got the big evaluation as well, besides being a rocket company, was being an AI company, because they put AIX into it, right? They rolled it all into a little thing, right? The next two big IPOs are AI and AI. What coins are going to probably catch a bid? AI. If you look at today, some smart money is probably buying Tau right now, getting ready to make a 2 to 3x on Tau. Whew. Just gave the game plan away, man. Just gave the game plan away, bros.
Lock in for a nigga. You wondering why you ain't made it to the top and ain't got no motion because you won't lock in. Lock in.
How high do I think Injective can go? Injective's really never gone that high in market cap. It's gone to a few billion. I think like, I'm going off of memory here. $4 billion, possibly. Oh shit. $4 billion maybe is the top in market cap for it. So let's see. Oh my god. Damn, I'm good. Damn, like 4.5. Damn, Daniel. Yeah, like basically 4.5 billion dollars. This cycle, because it's got AI, it's still pretty relative cheap. If things go okay and good for it, it should run. I mean, it should run up to $10+ billion or higher. So it's at $500 million right now. That's a 20x. But the scary part about this coin is that it kind of topped out early. Like its first top was like it had a higher top in 24. Obviously, this one Ethereum, this was pumping along with Ethereum. Interesting little tidbit there. So if Ethereum does good, this is gonna fucking rocket. Viagra filled Cialis pill. You know, next time it's next top right here. It kept having lower tops. But let me just double check because this is in market cap. It could be a little off because of a coin price. No, it's right. Fuck. Yeah. Touch like above $50, came down here. So like even in 24, you see like it did, then it had a, where's 25? Yeah, October. Yeah, it just completely doom. Kind of stair step down and stuff like that. So like, but it is showing signs of life because like it got down here. It got down here to $2. It's 2x off its bottom already, even after that crash you just had. So they're gonna try to run it up again. So like, if Injective is something like it's more speculative. So like, I would put less money in this than I would Solana. Because Solana is more for sure bet. You can still put some money in Injective, but like you got to figure out your rankings, right? But like you got to figure out how much money you're putting in. But you might be like, all right, cool. I got 10 grand in Bitcoin, Ethereum. I got 10 grand in alts. I'll throw a G in Injective. Cool. Safe, good number. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna put like 4.5. I'm gonna put 4,000 into Solana. I'm gonna put like 1,500 in this coin, 1,500 in that coin, 1,000 this coin, and then the shittiest one, you're like, fucking put $500, and that's my chunk capital, and then I'll DCA where I see like prices and stuff, and that's what you might end up doing. But like, I could see like if we actually get more of it, because it basically followed Ethereum in a way, in a shitty ass way, because Ethereum, and then people just lost confidence over time in it and stuff like that. So like, if Ethereum does well, it'll probably end up having a really good 27. So, but it might be time. So when a coin's going banana, so here's the thing. When a coin's doing really, really, really well, scrape up fucking 50%, 40% of it, throw it back into Ethereum. So like Injective does gangster. You're like, oh my God, my $1,000 went to like $5,000. Fucking buy an ETH with it. Boom. See where, and then like when it crashes, you might go, all right, let me put it back. Let me buy more, run it up again, or like you're like, you then adjust. We're talking about coins right now. Like things could change. I mean, this mixture, besides the Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Like, oh my God, like when you make a ton of money on a meme coin, right? What do? You sell it into Solana, or you make a bunch of money on Pepe. You throw it into it. You keep growing that Ethereum Bitcoin back because that's steady, Eddie, consistent money. That's why you get excited. You're like, you make like 20, 30 bands and you throw it into Ethereum at like $2,000 or at $3,000, and Ethereum goes to like 4,000. Why are you so excited? Because like all your Ethereum went up, but that Ethereum you made money on went even higher, and you're like, holy shit, I'm up. That's cultivating crypto. That's dollar cost crypto. That's fucking being in the Citadel. That's being in the crypto mindset. That's fucking, it's nice. It's fucking nice. And we're going to be talking about this. We're teaching classes on it right now in the crash out course. Just give you guys a little hint, a little like heads up and stuff for the guys in the crash out course. The classes are going to get really spicy very, very soon. Yep. Crash out and cash out. That's right. You sell out before it crashes out, and then you cash out, baby. Yep. The classic alts being leveraged from the L1s. Exactly. And you should know, like most people know, like I did not, like even though I was messing around with a couple meme coins, I didn't really put my weight behind much besides Pepe, which is the biggest runner of the last cycle. In absolute terms, Pepe was the single best meme coin you could have bought in the last cycle. Unless you had some inside info into something. I mean, fuck, man. I don't know. But Pepe was crazy. Then I jumped into like Fat and Nobody and a couple other coins that we made some money on and stuff, some more smaller cap ones and stuff like that. Roy didn't, I mean, it kind of didn't really shake out, but it wasn't a coin that really pumped a lot either. So it's like most of us got into it like between like 1 to 3 million and it came down. I got a nice bag of it. I think it can come back. I think nobody's already shown strength that it's done like random 2x pumps and stuff here and there. So I think it could come back. Its marketing arm is strong. But those are like more like micro cap plays that that we're playing around with and stuff. I'm gonna watch a UFC White House. Yeah, I'll probably watch it at some point. But we got Moon Gang to do tomorrow, and that'll wait. And I'll wait, man. If you guys could do me a big favor, all the guys watching on all the platforms, man, would you guys give me a follow here on Instagram, on Twitter? Go follow all my socials, man. Don't get scammed, man. I heard somebody yesterday in one of the chats. He DM'd me that there's somebody DMing people under my Twitter handle. It's a fake DCC. Go follow the real DCC. Like it's very like you'll know it's me because I'm verified. So one way if it's me DMing you on like Telegram as an example, you can look in the Citadel or in one of the groups. Oh, that actually is Miguel. You can tell basically, right? But you gotta be careful, man. Like people will try to do like spoof shit just to get money out of you and stuff. So be really careful. So but thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's been almost 3 hours, man. I hope you guys got a lot of information out of this. Just a quick recap. Space IPO, bad for retail, eventually good later on. Once dip, must buy, hold long time, do real good. B2C 20 years from now, also up a lot. Hopefully $5-10 million. Super happy. Long-term wealth. Low will be in the next 4 months. Half money, Bitcoin, Ethereum. The rest into cool alts that have speculation. Me make big money. Me have wife. Life good. Me make a lot more money. Me have many girlfriends. Life even better. Catch you guys on the flip side.
You buy this for $39.99, guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby, you're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99, that's why. She says, can I go home with you? That's how simple it is. That's how it works. That's what this set brings to the table. Because you know what she sees? She sees a man who knows what he wants. She sees a man who says, good deals don't get by me, baby. I move. I act quick. I act now. I go to wildwestdeals.com. Boom. That's why you're hanging with chicks all night long. That's why you got guys like Michael Jordan calling you, wanting to hang out with you, baby. Because you bought it for $39.99.
If you guys think the sauce I'm giving away on YouTube is fucking sick, it's even sicker in the Citadel, man. I got some shit coming up for the Citadel right now. So I join up if I were you. Don't get left behind. Don't miss the bottom. Well, if you want to miss the bottom, I mean, poverty awaits, I guess.